I'm one of those people that don't get scared too much. Let me make sure that I don't advertise stuff.
Takes out her phone after noticing something down the road. It had caught her attention, considering that no other cars were on the road. It was
Where's
just
my
her
comfort
and the
plushie?
driver alone on this highway when this was spotted.
That's just I honestly didn't even see what it was.
Valley, New Mexico, where it seems that others have encountered similar experiences. Ghost sightings are nothing new to those who live around here, but this, as viewers believe, may just be the clearest evidence of something paranormal.
That's clear? That's clear. As you can see here, guys, if you look to my left, right under my thighs is the clearest evidence of. Look at that, clear as day. Look, you see that thing? That's one of those.
Where it seems that others have encountered similar experiences. Ghost sightings are nothing new to those who live around here, but this, as viewers believe, may just be the clearest evidence of something paranormal.
Okay, if that's the clearest evidence,
that something is moving before somehow vanishing.
I'll be honest.
It's a bit faint, but something is there.
That is nothing.
Until it isn't. Now, unfortunately, not much info is given on this event, except that it took place in New Mexico. Well, yet still, as many have commented, this footage is pretty creepy. Just who, or even what, was seen on camera? On a Sunday afternoon inside a small retail store, an employee working by himself decides to tidy up a few items on display. It was
got the grout fit
at the shop. Johan Salazar
all
would
gray
in and start the shift by organizing stock. But as he does his job, he all of a sudden runs to the back of the store, completely out of breath and visibly shaking. Johan, in his own words, had felt something heavy drop on his shoulders. Not sure what it was that was on his back, he looks at the security camera recording at this time and sees something that terrifies him beyond belief. This.
Okay, well, chat, have you ever just like okay, you know you have the fight, flight, freeze, fawn thing where people like either are like running scared or they're like would, you know, like that type of thing. I didn't know anyone is actually like flight. Like if I just feel something on my back, I'll probably turn around and be like, what is this? And if I see nothing, I'm gonna be like, I'm feeling shit. I would not just bolt. This guy's just like, I'm gone. I'm gone. Seen a whole lot of nothing. Seen a whole lot of nothing. Oh, shut up, bro. No shot. No. Bro, why are you zooming in already? I don't trust that.
It appears that Johan's shirt and hoodie is pulled by something.
Oh, yeah.
Initially thinking that someone had put their hands on Johan's back, he turns around, expecting someone to be there. But to his shock, there was no one. He was absolutely positive that he felt something heavy on his shoulders. Yet, it seems that whatever weight he had felt was non-existent. Or, so it seems.
He felt something heavy on his shoulder. Like, that's not even close to just having your hoodie, like, pulled. Like, if I'm wearing a hoodie right now. I don't even feel it on my shoulders.
Because as viewers
my collarbone.
This invisible weight was most likely a spirit who was getting physical with Johan. If that
He was getting what? This spirit's trying to get more action than me. Am I not beautiful enough? Please, look at me. Look at my thigh. Please. Spirit. Am I not good enough for you? Bro is getting action while I'm starved. Okay, I'll be honest. This is a little cringe. This is how you get scared. I don't know any like new ARG that's happening. Why am I getting Minecraft ARG? You know what? I'm gonna do it. I have not seen... I think I've only watched the first video. I've seen this. I think I'm on 3. Made a 4th one? Creepiest videos on the internet. I need to be shaking in my thigh highs. No. No. We're not doing that. I'm not giving you ad revenue. Or free advertisement. I'll give this guy ad revenue.
Urbex uploaded this video on March 6th, 2022. It's titled, Caught and Arrested at Huge Abandoned Factory. In the video, we see
my model was off.
approaching a large abandoned dog treat factory. The outside is desolate and full of old, decaying cars. Jared enters the building by going through a broken window. He begins making his way through the building, finding old rooms full of tools and machinery. This is where he hears the first strange noise above him.
Can you all see everything okay? Guys,
That's what I'm talking about.
this stuff does not
Yeah, and then there's
scare
just
me.
weird noises and bangs, but just like last time, it's a windy day, so...
Despite this, Jared continues his urban exploration through the factory. He says that he's afraid of running into people, as when he was there before, he saw 2 people walking around. He walks deeper into the factory before finding himself stuck on the upper levels.
This is why I need a chat, because we need to filter through all this stuff.
There's a car right there.
Not recognize
And
the
maybe
adult's
this
voice.
video isn't bad.
On the subject of 911 audio recordings, here is another one recovered and posted to the internet. This one, I warn you, is very disturbing. The audio comes from an old woman named Ruth Price. She is calling the police after a strange man is seen lurking outside of her house.
Mm-mm.
What's the problem, ma'am? Oh, well, there's some guy been checking the place out. Oh. Well, he went in the back. I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy. And he comes to my door, and and said he's looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady. Where is he now, ma'am?
I hope he didn't hear you say that. You don't know where he's at?
The full story of Ruth Price and this call is still uncertain. Questions began to arise after
What?
the audio was leaked. People asking,
You're telling me you don't know what happened after that? She died. She's dead. Nobody's living that. Those were not screams of like, oh, never mind, it was just like the ice cream man. No. That was terrifying.
was it real or was it all a hoax? Here are some of the common theories that listeners have come up with. The call is a part of a training exercise for 911 operators. The entire situation is just a reenactment. The call is real and not a reenactment, and not a fake training example, but in fact is 100% authentic. What we're actually hearing is Ruth panicking over an attempted break-in and not her brutal demise. There's a lot of information out there on this story. If it interests you, I'd highly suggest digging deeper.
That's scary.
Mandy ASMR 22 is a TikToker who has been posting...
Okay, do you guys have like, you know, oh, if somebody breaks in, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Like, do you guys have a plan for if they do that? Like, if somebody's like, because, okay, living by yourself is so much scarier when you hear sounds. Like, okay, this is gonna be a little tangent. I was with my friend, and we like watching scary stuff. We watched all the Monument Mythos ARG together, which is such a good series. And then I was like, you know what, let's watch the Walden Files, because I feel like it's a very like well-known ARG, like internet horror type thing. And I've never seen it, and he hasn't even heard of it. And we watched all of it. Scariest thing in a long time, at least to me. And like that and Higurashi have been like the only things that this year have like actually terrified me. But as soon as we finished the video, my apartment started making noises, and I have not heard a single sound in this apartment other than that day. Except one day, there was like scratching in my walls, like in my shower. And it was like in a place where like there's no neighbors by me. It's like on the outer wall of the building. So it's like, did somebody get back? Like, did a mouse or something get back there? It was weird. It was weird. But I don't know. Whenever because I grew up watching so much scary stuff as a kid. Like, I remember being like 10 years old, listening to like creepypastas and like, like falling to sleep. Which like the only creepypasta stuff that has scared me was like Psychosis, and then this one person who used to narrate them but doesn't anymore for reasons. If you're in the creepypasta like scene, you know who I'm talking about. Where's I going with this? Oh my gosh, you can tell that my meds are run off. So yeah, I don't know. Things Things don't normally scare me. I literally can't. I'll save that story for another day.
Increasingly
I want to
concerning
give you all my
videos.
secrets
In
now.
this particular one, we see footage of some sort of security
I'll be
camera
honest,
pointing out
don't
towards a
trust
shed.
TikTok.
A strange figure approaches it before this happens.
Oh, heck no. Is that a shed?
The figure then seemingly disappears off camera, but the disturbing voice continues before the figure returns.
This is May 12th. They just need their meds. It's nothing.
Another security camera video shows Mandy's front yard. Her caption reads, "What do you want?" The figure from before returns.
This feels very easy to stage. That's why I'm not scared. Like, I don't know.
The figure continues to walk around the front yard before setting off a motion light. This startles the figure at first, causing it to stumble back into the darkness. While Mandy continues to capture
Did they
videos of
hiss at
this
it?
strange being, she is still unsure of what it is. Some commenters have expressed their theories. Kimberly Ann says, "I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains. That's old Letty. My grandma said, don't let old Letty get you."
Not old Letty. No. No, it's old. Guys, of course. We all know. Old Letty. She just. Old Letty back at it again, knocking on those doors and whispering to herself and then crip walking away. Like, we all know old Letty. Like, I love old Letty. She was my bridesmaid. I love old Letty.
You.
Who
Lock
the
doors
frick
and
is old
if you go
Letty?
out at night and she calls, run.
She says run. She's just trying to play a game, okay? She's trying to play tag. She's like, I'm it. Don't let me catch you. Which everybody just has such a bad stigma for old Letty after she murdered those 5 people. Like, whatever. Like, that's in the past. You know?
Bad Boy Oliver is a video created by Mr. Friend. It begins with a bus pulling up and a character stepping out.
I already hate everything just based off of that sentence. Bad Boy Oliver, and the channel name is Mr. Friend.
His name
Y'all know this is gonna
is
be messed up.
Oliver. He's on his way to see his aunt and uncle, and now that he's 8 years old, he's old enough to go.
I've seen, like, I forgot the name, but there's this one where it looks like a similar like clay figure doll type thing to this. Let me pull it up. I really need to get another, like, sensors thing. Oh, that's funny. I see my own stream. What is it? Camera, short film, horror. Yeah, the kid in the camera. It looks like...
Do you need a free, easy way to capture your gameplay? Introduce...
No, I don't have OBS. It looks like this one. Which I want more videos like this. I never know how to find them. Here we go. Let's actually watch the actual thing. If I I mean, that's just free content, baby. And let's go, baby.
Little Oliver was on his way to see his aunt and uncle.
Yay.
Hello, Oliver.
Hello.
He had just turned 8 years old. And
Mate.
so now that he was a big boy, he was allowed to take the bus alone.
No.
Just a short hop, skip, and a jump to go. Do you know the way from here, Oliver?
No.
Ah, it appears he does.
Frick. I mean, yeah. I know exactly where to go.
Oliver hadn't seen his aunt and uncle since he was 4, so he was very excited to go and play at their house.
Bro, why is he excited? They're basically strangers to him. Like, do you remember anything from when you're 4? I remember, like, maybe 4 memories. I remember there was one time where I didn't see my grandma for a bit as a kid. And my mom goes, "We're gonna go see grandma now." I'm like, who? No, I don't want, no, I don't want to see anyone. No. And I started like crying and screaming. And then we get to grandma's house. And I'm like, oh, that's grandma? That person's grandma? Like, I literally forgot the like name grandma meant that person. And then when I saw her, I'm like, oh, that's hype. I love this person. I thought she just was taking me to a stranger's house.
He was a little nervous.
I'm a little
I
dumb.
didn't recognize him anymore.
Look at how fricked up my Squishmallow is. I do sleep, or he is my, I do sit on him normally.
Stop that, Oliver. You're not 7 anymore. Why, hello there, my dear boy.
I don't like them.
It is safely, I see. Goodness, how you've grown.
I don't like
Your
them.
aunt and I are just delighted to have you here. Hi, Uncle Charles. Hello, Auntie Pat.
I don't like this.
Well, come on inside, my lad. Your Auntie Pat has just made a batch of her famous...
They are not making room for the Lord. They are close. That's a sound cue.
Here's your room, Oliver.
His room?
I'm sorry, it's not much. We still haven't gotten around to redecorating.
Oh, is he
it.
staying there? I didn't catch that.
Uncle Charles? What's
Is that a body?
Hmm?
Just like, no, nope, nope.
Oh, him? Why, that's Mr. Bobo. You're...
Of course, Mr. Bobo. I love Mr. Bobo. Who would it?
I used to adore him when we were children. Why, we could have sworn he had a mind of his own at times. Mr. Bobo...
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What? I'm supposed to feel more comforted at that? No.
Bobo? Well, I'll let you get settled. Go on in and make yourself comfortable.
Make sure to say hi to Mr. Bobo, or else he'll bite. Hey. Hey, Oliver.
Hi there, Mr. Bobo.
Hey, Oliver. What kind of voice do you think Mr. Bobo has? Probably like, hey, Oliver. Okay. Nope, I'm not doing that again. I forgot that I'm live. I'm cutting that out of the VOD. No, why is he at the foot of the bed, basically? Like, you're gonna wake up and see him.
What was that?
That was a tippity tappity, Oliver. He's under your bed. Nope. Nope. Nobody, nope.
Where did he go? I'm just imagining things. He's not real.
What? Guys, this is how you die, okay? Don't be stupid. Of course he's real. Your uncle, creepy dude man, was like, oh yeah, he basically had a mind of his own. And you're over here like, oh, I just imagined his whole existence and that my uncle was talking about him and that he moved. Huh? Nah, you're dead. That's a shadow. No. That's illegal. You can't do that to me.
He's not real. This is just a dream. He's not real. Huh?
He just wants a hug, okay? Some of us are touch-starved, Oliver. I don't think you would get it. I mean, I'm clearly him. I'm a fucking anime character and in thigh highs.
Oliver spent the day playing with his favorite toy while his aunt and uncle worked in the basement. But he was finding it hard to have much fun.
Then Bobo had fun with Oliver.
I'm not scared of you, Mr. Bobo. You're just a silly doll, and you're not real.
Melatonin hits. It looks like they took an alien and put
Bobo, please don't be mad.
rat ears on it.
Huh?
Mouse? What's the difference between a rat and a mouse? Oh, it's a camera. But why? It's not like he was doing anything. He was just sleeping. Do people like watching people sleep? I don't want to know this. Nope. Nobody, nope. I told you.
I see you've hurt Mr. Bobo, Oliver. That's a bad boy. Uncle Charles, why is there a camera in Mr. Bobo? If you'd have just played quietly and been a good boy, I wouldn't have to do this.
What?
Uncle Charles?
No. Oh, I don't like that. It's switching audio in each ear. That's some crazy sound design. Hear me out. What the frick, bro? Why? No shot that's an original video. And he switched to... Oh wait, no, these are his actual animation. This guy is a good animator. Huh. Wait. This might be crazy.
Perry, I will train more.
Guys, I know I need YouTube Premium, but I'm broke. Though rumbling in real life. 2012. Nah, you're cooked. You're cooked. It's over. Jeez. How long is Aaron's hair? Do you see that? It was like the size of the Colossal Titan. That's like hundreds of meters, bro. Nah, no, it's over. How, who, why, what? Hello there, little guy. Hello, sir. Can you not kill me? Yeah, no. It's Jover. Guys, am I happy? No, I'm not. What the hell was that? You're gonna hard open with that? Why would you do that? Like, you gotta give me some build up. Like, give me something to... Can't just go in that quick.
On his own. As Oliver approaches the house, he
Okay.
becomes worried that his aunt is on the other side of the room. The video then ends, leaving us with the uncertainty of what will happen to Oliver.
He's dead. No.
The following video comes from a user named Haley Moore. At the start of the video,
A
we see
child looks like a
little girl
demon.
through the lens of some sort of surveillance
Or,
camera.
oh, she's playing with dolls.
It is past her bedtime, and she is sitting on a bunk bed playing with her dolls. She is interrupted by the sound of a lullaby going off. She hops down from the bed and looks underneath it.
No. No. Her legs are just gonna disappear under the bed.
Someone or something has seemingly dragged the little girl under.
I'm sorry, but they were not pulling
She
that
calls for the
hard.
mother in fear before the mother hears her crying. The mother is confused and brings the girl outside the room. Haley has made a follow-up video 2 days after. She explains that they have not been in the room since the incident. She cautiously opens the door and enters before looking.
These are
under
so
the
easy
bed.
to fake. Can be a jump scare. What even is that? Oh, that's just a dude. That's just a straight up dude.
In this clip, we can see Haley looking under her daughter's bed when she comes across a strange
How to take
doll
that?
in the darkness.
Oh, it's a dog? I was gonna say, how would he just...
It appears as if the doll moves on its own.
Or, oh, it's a
Haley
doll.
stands up and quickly.
That's so much less scary than it is. I'm sorry, but if it's just a dude, I'm scared.
So for those of you saying that the doll is mechanical, and that's how it moved, that doll is plastic, that doll is stuffed. I checked, I looked at Amazon. There is no way that thing should have moved like that.
As of right now,
And go grab it. Go grab it. Show us right now.
uncertain whether Haley and her family are still in the house. I've tried to find updates, but it seems like her original count has been deleted.
Maybe it was fake. Huh.
Regardless, I hope for her daughter's sake that they were able to find peace.
Why do you have to include this bull crap? Why do you have to include this ad?
Vanilla is a YouTuber who has been traveling alone in her van. In this particular video,
Like, okay, it's things like this story where it's like, okay, this is so easy to fake and it's annoying because I want the scary videos on the internet. I don't want, oh, there's a doll and I swear it's not mechanical, even though I'm not going to show it. If this was just a whole ass dude, I don't even know, like, they could have just brought in an actor. But the fact that they're like, no, it's a doll and it moved on its own, that to me is way less scary. Because, like, that just feels like you're trying to be like, look at how scary this is. This is not fake. But, like, if you're like, yeah, I don't know this dude. I don't know this dude. There's just some dude under my bed. That's way scarier because that, it feels like that can happen.
Alyssa Vanilla,
even if
is a
you fake it.
YouTuber who has been traveling alone in her van. In this particular video, Alyssa...
Would you guys live out of a van? I don't think I would. Because, okay. One, I'm very particular on, like, I need a different spot to, like, work and do things. Like, I have a thing on my desk where I can have it so I can, like, watch videos. I have a place in my house where I do homework. And then, you know, I have a stream set up. I would hate living in a van. Also, like, then you gotta pay attention to the weather, too.
For the day, when a man pulls up to her on an ATV, he asks her if she has water and everything before stating that he's a local who routinely checks in on people in the area.
My wife is, my children are.
I don't like this.
If you need a shower, you're welcome to, fine. Probably would work better since you're a female. It would probably work better if you came by.
Huh?
While I was there a couple of times.
Why?
Just so my wife gets to know you, so she doesn't think there's something stupid going on.
Right.
But, if you need a shower or something.
The man says that his name is Johnny and that he lives nearby. He mentions that
Johnny's the
Alyssa
most easy name to fake, bro.
is free to stop by and use his shower and fill her water jugs up. He then leaves. In the follow-up, Alyssa is relaying what just happened when she hears muffled male voices. Uncomfortable by this, she decides to do her laundry and leave. Unfortunately for her, Johnny decides to come back at this time.
Hi.
Nah, you better stay strapped if you're living in a van.
Hi.
So, you have a guy
Uh-huh.
on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Okay, well, that's unnerving. Well, I guess I was
Is it you?
staying.
Well, it's not that you can't stay. Just, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Your side of the mountain is safer.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's closer to my house so I can spy on you.
Older Dodge pickup, and he
It's not him?
told me he comes out here and offers water
Uh-huh.
to people, but I would stay away from him.
Johnny
How did
then
this-
points to a white truck in the distance.
How do you find him?
belonging to the man with binoculars who is supposedly watching her.
Don't
She
point
decides to
at
leave,
him.
and Johnny continues to stare at her very unnervingly.
No. 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 Too much eye contact. Bro, if the leaves weren't moving, I would think that's a still frame.
Do you need anything?
No,
Okay.
no.
Alyssa comments on him staring at her before he leaves. She then drives far away.
Yeah.
Luckily for her, this appears to be the end of her encounters with Johnny. Since posting the video, some of the commenters have pointed out that Johnny asking her for details, such as how long she's been living in a van and other details, were his way of trying to decipher whether how many people know about her or would notice if she were to end up missing. Another person has pointed
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, those are valid conclusions. Like, you should assume those for your safety, but also it could just be like, I mean, you're living in a van. Like, I would ask those questions and I would not, like, I don't care. I wouldn't be like, ooh, she won't, they won't know if I kidnap her. Because obviously I'm not kidnapping anyone. But, like, no, it's just an interesting thing.
it out that when Johnny asks,
Like,
to
what made
show
you
her the
decide?
truck, he mentions
I guess, like, if I did ask those questions, I would ask, like, oh, what made you decide to do van life? Like, shit like that.
that she would have to get out of her van and closer to his ATV in order to see it properly. This was perhaps Johnny's attempt at being able to grab at her. He also
That's
tried to entice her and lower her defenses by talking about his wife and children back at home.
That's why you assume that no man has a woman. That was a good video. Guys, go check out something sinister. I want to find the scariest, like, YouTube videos. Like, just exclusively YouTube. I misspelled scariest. This just says weird, creepy, and disturbing videos.
Let me show you how to block this ad.
Oh my gosh, an ad. It's so scary. Guys, don't worry. I'm going to have a different image cover for ads. By next stream. If I stream again. I probably won't stream tomorrow. Whoa! I'm sorry, but look at that waist. Oh my, he is snatched, dude. I wish I had that body. Like, I have a slim waist, but like, whoa, whoa. He don't have my thighs though. It's kind of a bop. Is this copyrighted? Yeah, no copyright. If I end this stream and it's like copyright claim, I must scream. This isn't that scary. It's just like interesting. Oh, this is a 1933 film. This is just stop motion. Okay, I've seen most of these. Legalize gay weed. What about buy weed? That was a stupid joke. That was such a dumb joke. Guys, click off. Everybody click off. Here, Nick Crowley. This guy.
And so our story begins. Before it's over, we hope you will never forget it.
Hopefully that marker thing didn't come on.
With a chance in
I'm sorry if I just blew out your ears. I have like a little tab thing to set up so I can divide this into a new video by itself. So I can upload this by itself.
3 hikers are backpacking their way through the densely wooded terrain of the Colorado Rockies when, through the heavy brush, one of them would notice something bizarre hanging from the trees. It almost looked like a bunch of thin black vines.
I can't believe he started off with Logan Paul. That's crazy. Bro just started off with Logan Paul's 2017 severe and repeated lapse of judgment.
The more the object appeared to be man-made, which was confirmed by the sight of a horrifying discovery lying directly beneath it. Dropped there in the middle of the woods was the remnants of a small aircraft, one that had been there for what seemed like years, judging by the rust and decay. And it wasn't just the craft itself that was in an awful state of decomposition, but also the 2 bodies within it. It was a heartbreaking scene, and a confusing one as well.
Okay, I've always thought about this. What would you got, like... Here, wait. I want to know, like, what's the statistical probability of seeing a dead body, of discovering? Calculating the precise statistical probability of discovering is extremely difficult. Where are the odds I'll find a dead body when I run? A whole article on this, chat. This is the stuff that you tune in for. that it? $60 million runners. You're more likely to get struck by lightning than to find a... Of course, if you are struck by lightning, that's a fire line. Like, okay, I don't think I would ever be able to recover from seeing a dead body. I think I would go insane.
Arrived, the cause of the wreck wasn't immediately clear, and the possibility of this crash going without explanation seemed very real, had it not been for those ribbon-like vines hanging overhead. In reality, those strange objects were actually the remnants of a VHS tape, with its case being cracked open and its contents scattered.
Just for all you, you know, Gen Alphas, a VHS tape is like a CD, but older. It's like a Blu-ray, but older.
About the area, and inside the craft itself were pieces of a broken camera, introducing the possibility that the two men inside
so a camera's that thing in your phone.
may have been filming at the time of impact. And so, despite that explosive footage being out there in the elements for an extended period of time, it would be painstakingly pieced together and resurrected, revealing the following footage.
No. I don't want to see it.
On board the airplane had been 36-year-old pilot James Cadell, who had been taking his friend Ronald Wilmond for a flight from Granby to Jeffco, two regional airports in central Colorado near the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, which explains the breathtaking
I would not let my friends
throughout the footage.
Ever fly me, even if they're a pilot.
We hear brief moments of monologue from James
No.
as Ronald sits behind him soaking in the view.
Oh, look at that down there, Ronnie, on the left.
Until this moment.
Moment
that by many accounts from
yeah, there's
experts,
hills.
Forever sealed the fate of the plane and its two occupants. All around them were tall mountains, which, despite looking beautiful, were soon going to become obstacles for the pilot, as due to something known as density altitude, the small aircraft would not have been able to climb to a higher altitude with enough time to avoid them. Though strangely, nothing is mentioned by James about this unfolding reality, leading some to theorize that he was distracted by the view, and maybe even looking downward at the pristine lake, while the mountain crept closer and closer.
No.
It's painful once you realize the predicament they're in, as the closer they get to those mountains,
when does he
the less chance
realize?
they have that maneuvering around them. And by the time they do realize, it's already much too late.
You're telling me they realize here? That is so crazy. Can you like turn the plane around and then just like gain some distance and try again? Oh my gosh, that no, it's over.
Damn, hang on, Ronnie!
Recognizing their plight of certain death ahead, James was forced to attempt a nearly impossible U-turn, which ultimately would stall the plane, sending
And then
them
that
careening
makes
to the
it
fast
so that
approaching ground below, where the footage
That's
cuts
rough.
out moments before impact, ending the lives of these two friends in an instant. And it's there that the wreckage would sit for over 3 years until those backpackers
3
just so happened to
years.
take that same route.
Did they not have people looking for them? Did they not like have people who knew like, hey, they were going on a plane?
Today, the video is used as a teaching lesson for so many up-and-coming pilots, as countless schools across the country show the tape to their students in the hopes of preventing a similar
That's
tragedy.
crazy
But
that they
evidently,
show
the
that.
film has also found a home in the depths of this very site, where it has come to be known as one of YouTube's darkest videos.
Oh, damn.
With the adverse effects of density altitude.
Tell me there's 5 of these. chat. We have something that we're going to binge. No, we're gonna take our time.
Is this for me? It's all yours. Now, who is left?
Hey, that's the guy that kissed my grandma.
It was only the 22nd of December in the year 1990, but that didn't stop Vaughn Taylor from kicking off the holiday early, as he sat by the tree pulling out gift after gift and opening them in front of an old VHS camera. Behind that camera was Edward Deli, a longtime companion of Vaughn who seemed adamant on filming his friend's reaction to the presents.
You got a light flashing on the phone to that. I don't know. Find out.
That haircut is not doing it for him.
What is it? Baseball card.
A whole album?
Okay.
The video is a bit awkward, as the two momentarily bicker about the camera recording, and
He
Vaughn
says,
hardly
"Okay."
seems to acknowledge or show any sort of gratitude in response to the gifts he's receiving. But it's seemingly nothing too out of the ordinary, and is probably reminiscent of so many other home videos out there of friends and family members timidly opening up their presents. Except,
do you guys take home videos of your Christmas? Because my family has since I was a kid, and it is a pain to set up.
Overshadowing detail.
Also, normally I think I was just in a robe, which when like you're 8 years old, you don't care. So I think my 8-year-old,
with that being,
just in my underwear, is just in so many videos.
Before this video was taken, both Vaughn and Edward had served time in prison, Edward for arson and Taylor for aggravated burglary. And upon their release, it was hoped that the two were now reformed and would be able to live more long.
How many arsonists are there? I feel like that's a really easy crime to get caught.
Almost immediately upon being released, Vaughn would call one of his friends to tell them that both he and Edward had plans to go into the mountains and, quote-unquote, shoot some people. And from there, they set off into the wilderness of Oakley, Utah. On their expedition, the two stumbled across various cabins.
Who decides that?
Either camp out for a while, or just completely ransack the place. As in most cases, the owners of these cabins were long gone for the winter, due to the inclement weather of the area. Though this wasn't true for everyone, as during the same time, the Tita family, consisting of Father Rolf, his wife Kay, and their two children, Lene and Trish, along with their 76-year-old grandmother, Beth Potts, had been staying in their cabin to celebrate Christmas together. And so, on the morning of the 22nd, the family would go into nearby Salt Lake City to finish off the last of their Christmas shopping, leaving the cabin unattended at the exact same time that Vaughn and Edward happened to be strolling through the area.
No.
Upon breaking in, the two quickly recognized that whoever was living there had only just momentarily stepped away and would be returning at the very latest by Christmas, as evidenced by the gifts sitting under the tree. And finding their first real opportunity to carry out their intended goal of murder, the two hunkered down and waited for the family to
Guys,
arrive.
why would you murder during Christmas? That's just so... I mean, like, why would you murder? But, like, bro, have some respect.
Minutes in which Edward would pick up the family's VHS camera and record Vaughn as he tore into the family's gifts.
So these aren't even his?
The added context makes this video all the more disturbing, as Vaughn
Santa is not giving you presents. You are so cringe.
And it's made all the more chilling when you notice that Vaughn is carrying a gun, along with the moment that he says Tita's name as he reads it on the gift wrapping. And worst of all is that the gravity of the situation they were currently in clearly had no impact on these two men, as they were completely emotionless. And unsurprisingly, things only get darker from here, as after a few hours, Beth, Kay, and Lynn would pull into the driveway. Upon entering the house, the pair of men would immediately point their guns at the family and start making demands, to which Lynn responded by praying to God that her and her family be spared, which was of no use, as Edward turned to her and claimed that her prayers wouldn't work, as he only worshipped the devil. And moments later, the two would grab her mother and grandmother and end their lives for no apparent reason.
No
This left
reason.
40-year-old Lene, who tried desperately to convince the men to leave.
You guys know how rare that is? Like, isn't it that you're more likely to like be murdered by someone you know? I don't know how you just go, I'll murder a random person. Like, that's insane.
That her father Rolf and sister Trish would be arriving soon, but it was to no avail, as her pleading was interrupted by the sound of another snowmobile pulling into the driveway. Upon exiting their vehicle, both Trish and Rolf would be held at gunpoint, with Rolf being told to strip his clothes and give up all his money. Again, pleas were made to just take anything and leave them alone, but the two men remained unfazed. They wanted to cause pain and anguish to anyone and everyone, and nothing was going to stop them. And so, Vaughn pointed his gun at Rolf and pulled the trigger, striking the man in the face before delivering one final blow to the back of his head, leaving just the two daughters. Having thoroughly decimated what just an hour before was a happy, healthy family, Vaughn and Edward would cover Rolf and the cabin in gasoline and set them on fire, before hijacking the snowmobiles with the two remaining daughters and driving away down the hill to a nearby road. However, they weren't alone. On their way out, the kidnappers and their victims would notice a man waving to them in the distance, with the individual being Randy Zorn, their uncle, who recognized the two girls and attempted to flag them down. However, knowing that had they acknowledged their relationship, it would almost certainly get the man killed, they chose to ignore him and told the kidnappers that they had no idea who he was. Sensing something was off, Randy would follow the group down the mountain.
Let's go, Randy.
Car. He waved to them once more, this time yelling at the group to stop and even running after them. But again, the girls pretended not to know them, sacrificing a chance at being saved in order to protect their uncle. Confused by this bizarre encounter,
I mean,
parent
it wouldn't be sacrificing a chance to save, because they would have just killed the uncle and then kept whatever.
The girls, Randy began to fear that something bad had happened at the family cabin, which was only confirmed when he heard another snowmobile tearing down the mountain. On it was a barely clothed Rolf, who despite being shot in the head twice, set on fire, and his eyes being almost completely
set on fire too? Dude, this guy is the craziest person ever. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Completely swollen shut, was somehow alive and had managed to get on a snowmobile to find help. And it was there that he told Randy, "I've been shot, my wife has been killed, and my daughters have been kidnapped." Something that most likely saved the lives of those two girls, as the police were contacted and were able to quickly track down the vehicle, where the kidnappers would accidentally run it right off the road, flipping it over multiple times before crashing into a ravine. Quite shockingly, no one would be badly injured in the wreck, and following a brief shootout, Vaughn and Edward gave in and were swiftly arrested, bringing this whole nightmare to an end. When the dust eventually settled, Edward would end up receiving life in prison, while Vaughn, the man shown here opening the family's gifts, was sentenced to death, with both men reportedly being visibly shocked at the sight of Rolf when he showed up to court to testify against them. Rolf would later go on to make a
Is that him in court? He looks so good.
On an empowering note.
Like, considering he was shot twice in the face.
Following this video,
and
undoubtedly,
like, where did the bullets go in his head? Because, like, surely there has to be some damage caused, like, neurologically.
On the site.
Vaughn Taylor still alive? Hello, sir. If you're watching this, you know, I'll get you Christmas presents if you don't kill me.
Before we get into our next case, I want to
I think after this video, I'm gonna end it.
It's where most of them come from.
End the stream.
No, the odds are way against it, even in weather like this. But there's always a chance.
The day was already off to a terrifying start, as hail began to fall from the sky and the sun became completely concealed by the dark clouds forming overhead. This was nothing out of the ordinary for the area though, as Joplin, Missouri is and has been notorious for its consistent threat of massive tornadoes. And so, despite the fear of an impending
I hate tornadoes
looming in the area, many just continued about their normal lives, including a select few who even showed up for school, like Will Norton. The then 16-year-old had been
if I knew a tornado was coming, I'm staying home. I don't care.
That very day to attend an early morning tennis practice, only to be met by those extreme conditions.
Tennis?
With Will later
Bro, it's windy.
the harrowing events of that day in a YouTube video titled, "I Nearly Died."
So I get ready really fast and I rush to school, out the door, and then I'm leaving for school and there is just tons of rain. And the wind is so crazy. You just see water. It's like horizontal rain and all the cars are like veering. I was having trouble keeping my car on the road. I drive a Hummer. This should not be happening. Anyway, I made it safely home and I think...
This guy talks exactly like someone I know in my class.
I didn't die. Oh my gosh, I'm done.
The video was posted to his YouTube channel called WillDeBeast88883333.
That is such a 2000s name.
In the early days of YouTube, becoming a pioneer on what was then a brand new space, long before YouTubers were ever actually a thing. But throughout his entire channel, this upload was by far the most chilling.
I miss those
not
days.
Just due to the brush with death he experienced that day, but because of the events that would unfold just 2 years following its release. The date was May 2nd, 2011, but for students of Joplin High School, they simply referred to it as Graduation Day, the day in which Will and his classmates would walk the stage into the next chapter of their lives. It was an event that Will and his family watched excitedly from the crowd, before the moment was interrupted by the ringing of a tornado siren. These sirens lasted only around 30 seconds, leaving many unfazed as they were practically a daily routine in the area, given just how severe weather was. No further alerts coming through their phones, aside from a
then why are they sounding?
They know that conditions were ripe for a tornado. Things continued on as normal from there. With the rain now starting to fall, Will's sister Sarah, along with their mother and grandmother, chose to hop in the car and head home in order to get a head start on preparation for the night's graduation party, leaving Will and his father around 20 minutes behind, with Will driving the two home in his beloved Hummer, which he had mentioned often across his channel. And with that, the family was split up into two cars, one that at this point was almost home, and another that was just beginning their route. Which is when things began to get more worrisome.
I don't like where this is going.
The rain fell even harder, and the winds began blowing horizontally, to the point that trees were starting to bend over and eventually break due to the strain. Recognizing the worsening conditions, Mark would call Sarah, who had just arrived at home, to ask her to open the garage for them so they can pull right in and avoid having to get out in this worsening weather. A request that couldn't be completed, as right after their phone call, the power would suddenly shut off, rendering the door impossible to open. And so, Sarah called back with the update to let the two know that they would likely have to park outside and make a run for it through the front door. Though by this point, the sound of wind was nearly deafening over the phone, and despite repeatedly asking, "Dad, where are you?" all she could hear was wind, until the sound was broken by her father yelling, "Will, pull over. There's the tornado. Pull over."
From the KSN Storm Center, this is a severe weather alert.
Good evening. We've got some information on this storm. Let's go ahead and go to the Freeman First Alert Doppler radar. Trained weather spotters in Galena are reporting now sightings of funnel clouds going off in Joplin. Those are definitely power flashes that we are seeing on the ground.
Have a tornado on the ground?
This is a tornado. Yeah, this is a very dangerous situation. We cannot stress this enough. If you are in Joplin, please take cover.
I hate those.
No, it is certainly going off. Caitlin, I'm just looking out the door right now. Please do not go outside.
Scariest things.
Towering in front of Will and his father was a massive 1-mile wide tornado, with its winds gusting around 250 miles per hour. It was an EF5, the highest ranking a tornado can achieve, and now Will and Mark were directly in its path. Suddenly, all Sarah could hear over the phone was the sound of crashing and destruction. Before...
That's gotta be the scariest thing to ever hear.
The tornado would come in direct contact with the Hummer, causing it to flip in the air multiple times. And despite Mark desperately holding on to his son, Will would slip through his father's arms and be sucked out of the car's sunroof.
No.
Somehow, Mark would manage to survive the direct hit of the tornado, but so many others were not as lucky, as the disaster would
How do you live that?
158 people dead, including Will.
158 is insane.
Would be found at the bottom of a nearby pond days later. The story alone is incredibly grim, but it's made all the more disturbing by the video posted 2 years before, which now features so many chilling moments of foreshadowing.
I had to pull over into the big puddles and I was like, ah. Keep in mind, I drive a Hummer, so really I shouldn't have any reason to be scared. Anyway, I made it safely home, and I think I'm just gonna go take a nap for the rest of my life. I'm done. I am done. I'm never driving in weather again, ever. Bye, guys.
But although this certainly classifies as one of the darker videos on the site, the Norton family has turned this tragedy into something positive and celebrates his life as opposed to focusing on his tragic passing, with Sarah herself even bravely coming forward and releasing a video outlining her entire story of that day.
He's in a good place. It's just hard on us who are left here dealing with all of it, but
20 minutes
he's just
is
the best place
all
ever.
the difference.
So yeah, that's something to be happy about. He wouldn't want us to be sad.
Oh no. That's so sad.
It was set to be the party of the year, a celebration to say goodbye to 2008 and hello to a brand new promising year. It was New Year's Eve, the day where everyone is looking for a fun party to attend, and in Bangkok, Thailand, the Santika Club was the place to be. The event was dubbed Goodbye Santika, hitting on the theme of leaving the past behind and starting fresh in this new year. And in preparation, promotional commercials would be shot
That guy in knee highs,
building up even more hype for the much anticipated event.
Goodbye, Santika.
It promised to be their best show yet, with live music from numerous well-known artists and, of course, lots and lots of alcohol. And sure enough, as New Year's Eve rolled around, this hype would translate into a large crowd swarming the doors to be part of this special occasion.
I would not drink in a public space.
To midnight, the crowd only continued to grow, with it being estimated
there's
that
so
as
many
many
things
as
that can go wrong.
in attendance.
It's just not worth
At this
it.
point, very few videos exist from this night, though in the time since, 3 key clips have come forward that piece together the events which transpired once the crowd had gathered. At 11:44 p.m., with the big day only minutes away, this video was taken up close to the stage, showing not only the high energy of the night, but also the massive people crammed into this venue. It truly was the place to be.
They were singing in the end.
So many would have loved to be part of. But this wasn't even.
Don't know why it doesn't
Midnight was
even
fast
matter how
approaching,
hard
and
you
the owner of
try.
the club had promised a spectacle that the city would never forget. And so
Karaoke
an idea
stream
was
coming
hatched
soon.
to give patrons sparklers, which would be lit and used during the countdown.
No, guys, what are we doing? They're all drunk out of their fucking mind. Why? Giving drunk people anything that could remotely be harmful in any way is so dumb. Holy crap, look at all that. No, you're gonna cause a fire.
The camera shuts off after first showing a happy couple celebrating together, and then panning to the stage where the performers were hyping up the crowd even more and launching pyrotechnics of their own into the air, adding to the explosive atmosphere within the club. And finally, we have our third and final video, this one having taken place just a few minutes following the cell phone footage. Only this time, the cameraman was outside of the venue.
Are you older than 18? We're looking for motivated people. Cyber.
No. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. That. Oh my gosh. There's so much fire.
No one really knows how it started. Perhaps it was the fireworks launched indoors as part of the performance.
Maybe.
Or maybe it was the countless sparklers handed out to a sea of drunken people. Or potentially it was a combination of both. But regardless, somehow a blaze had erupted, quickly spreading to the club's ceiling, where the crowd would actually cheer it on, mistakenly believing it was part of the event, as at that same exact time, a band just so happened to be performing by the name of Burn. By this
no.
point,
Oh my.
That the fire was unplanned and that an emergency was brewing, and so they slipped off the stage and out the back exit, with no guidance being given to the 1,000+ people in the venue.
No way. No. No, you gotta be sued. There has to be some. You have to be sued. Surely something. No. Having
the power would shut down,
the power to just like
falling pitch black and silent, save for the crackling of the spreading fire,
hey,
illuminating the area to avoid.
I can't believe. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, there was this club that they were celebrating the New Year's,
panic-driven chaos ensued,
and
multiple exits, but just too many people, too much darkness, too much.
There's a fire that got started on stage, and the band just straight up did not tell them,
the tales told from
and just left.
Are horrid.
That's insane.
Being not about the crush of humans surging towards the exit, or the unstoppable blaze moving at lightning.
Like surely there has to be some like law
about a chandelier.
No. There has to be some, like, thing to punish these people with.
In the disaster, we see briefly through the low-quality imagery a chandelier, the club's crown jewel, measuring 10 meters in diameter and weighing over a ton.
No.
And while the fire began to spread to the ceiling, it came in contact with the base of this massive artifact, causing it to heat up and eventually snap from its.
Doesn't this happen in like another?
The crowd below and taking the lives of multiple people.
Oh my! That would be the scariest death I think I would ever know. People panicking around you, fire everywhere, and then you just look up and you see a giant chandelier falling. No.
Eventually cleared on the catastrophe and the carnage was fully revealed, it would be announced that 67 people had lost their lives that day, with countless others being burned and permanently disfigured, leading to the club owner being jailed for 3 years.
That's it? No, I heard that wrong.
And eventually snap from its supports, landing atop of the crowd below and taking the lives of multiple people. When the smoke eventually cleared on the catastrophe and the carnage was fully revealed, it would be announced that 67 people had lost their lives that day, with
67? And you're getting 3 years? How much is that? That is like
with countless others being
insane,
burned and permanently disfigured, leading to the club owner being jailed for 3 years. Despite the true cause still being debated to this day, the video from directly beforehand shows just how lax the safety measures were, as even if they weren't the direct cause, giving sparklers to 1,000 drunken people indoors was just a disaster waiting to happen. And in the end, the party truly did live up to its name. Goodbye, Santika, as the club was burned past the point of recognition, and now sits
3
as
years
large
is
as the
insane.
videos surrounding it.
Did they say anything about the band?
Cause still being debated to this day. The video from direct
Did the band just
landing atop of the crowd below and taking the
I feel
lives
like
of
okay.
multiple people.
Hot take. I think hot take is not the right words. My opinion. Definitely the band should be punished the most. Because the fact that you knew that there was a fire and it was not under your control, the name of the band was Burn, so people thought it was just part of the show, and you just decide to walk off without telling anyone. Like, I understand that, like, the building owner, like, went way over capacity. But, like, oh my gosh. And, like, giving a bunch of drunk people sparklers, like, what are you thinking, bro?
Catastrophe, and the carnage was fully revealed. It would be announced that 67 people had lost their lives that day.
This is insane.
Our final video
Big events like that are just terrifying.
That I've come across in quite some time. With that being the story of Akmal Sheikh. Born in Pakistan in 1956, Sheikh had spent the majority of his life unnoticed, spending his days mainly outside of the gaze of the public eye. Though that didn't mean his life was uneventful by any means. Over the years, Sheikh would move from country to country, starting numerous new businesses, like in the 80s when he moved to the US to become a real estate agent, and then in the 90s when he moved to London to start a minicab business.
Jeez.
With the only problem being that none of these ventures ever really stuck, causing him to live in a state of poverty, even at one point going bankrupt following the decline of his cab business. And his failures didn't stop there, as in 2003, Sheikh would be accused of sexual harassment and unfair dismissal of a 24-year-old employee, resulting in his wife taking his kids and filing for a divorce, which would be
Jeez, that's a terrible life.
Struggle. In 2005, Sheikh was placed under official investigation following the London bombings, as he was caught sending a text to his friends stating, "Now everyone will understand who Muslims are and what jihad is," while at the same time being
Yeah, that's not a good text to ever, like, there has to be a better way to phrase that, because that
accused of threatening his ex-wife.
That sounds crazy to, like, that just, like, out of context perfectly looks like a threat.
He would be arrested just months later for driving under the influence. As you can see, Sheikh's life was a roller coaster, and at this point he was on his largest drop yet, disgraced and living off of handouts and eating out of soup kitchens nearly every night, until the year 2007, when his life would change forever. During a public demonstration that year, Sheikh would be introduced to a man named Gareth Saunders, a musician who had ties all throughout the music industry, including with numerous recording studios in the area. And it was during this chance meeting that Sheikh's life purpose would be discovered. At some point prior, Sheikh, a man with no musical experience whatsoever, had written a song called Come Little Rabbit, which he believed would propel him to worldwide stardom. But it went even deeper than that, as Sheikh was so sure that not only would the song break records...
How do you just, like, decide to come up with a song while you're out moving, doing real estate, taxis, making terrorist threats?
Phenomena, but also that it would bring the world together and usher in a new era of peace on Earth. In a sense, he believed that this song could truly save the world. And with this in mind, he began to beg his new acquaintance to help him record the song in a studio. A request that Gareth eventually seemed to accept, as that very same year, Come Little Rabbit would be recorded and released to the public.
Okay, chat, what's the prediction? Is this going to be a bop? Am I going to loop this?
Come little rabbit, come to me. Come little rabbit, let it be. Come little rabbit, come and pray. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Illallah, illallah. La ilaha
I'm convinced. You know what? I was going to commit a war today, but after this song, World Peace. Did he just scream? Just like, guys, listen to my new mixtape. This is going to change your life. Honestly, like, I can't tell that he didn't have any music theory knowledge before. It's such a simple bass line. He is doing it though. He is doing it. The screaming at the end,
As you can probably
maybe,
tell, based on how
maybe
things are
no.
going so far, the song did not perform as intended, and sadly the
What?
world did not come together in harmony upon its release, likely because the song just wasn't very good.
Okay, that's an opinion, and obviously a wrong one. I'm sorry, but
The sad reality of the
Come on.
situation was that Akmal
Okay, I'm
Sheikh was
joking.
a very mentally unwell man.
no,
These
no.
big dreams that he had throughout his
He
life
just-
were, in most cases,
you know.
also delusions. And though we don't know for sure what exactly he was suffering from, many close to him described his behavior.
This is what I imagine my therapist says about me to other people. It's just like, you know, they're going through it. They're not going to get whatever they're trying for, but they're going through it.
as being on par with severe bipolar disorder. And Come Little Rabbit
Ooh.
was the latest example of his struggling mental state, representing a point in which he detached his furthest from reality. And sadly, it was this very song that would drive his life to an even lower point.
What?
As the world continued on with its
How?
usual chaos after the release of Come Little Rabbit, Sheikh still believed
That's
that it
insane.
could provide peace on Earth, becoming convinced that the only reason it hadn't worked already was that no one knew who he was. But this was all going to change after he received an opportunity that would shift the course of his life. Around the same time, Sheikh was introduced to a man named Okol, who had just the opportunity waiting for him. By pure chance, a once-in-a-lifetime performance had opened up in one of China's biggest nightclubs that just so happened
No.
to be owned by Okol, and supposedly being impressed by Come Little Rabbit,
No.
Okol decided he was going to fly Sheikh out to China
Bro.
to fill that slot and perform in front of thousands. And so on September
I don't care what kind of like person you are. If you this could have been the best song in existence. But like obviously people aren't talking about it for a reason. And you're not going to just fill in your set with some rando who has
2007,
one song.
Akmal would be flown to China free of charge to make his dream a reality.
No
Before leaving,
shot.
Sheikh was given a single suitcase by Okol, which he was told to bring along with him to their destination, since due to a scheduling conflict, Okol had to grab a later flight, leaving Akmal all on his own.
I was in the suitcase.
By all accounts, the flight there went smoothly, though trouble quickly arose.
Feel
when the
like
plane
there's a
touched down
Chekhov's
at
gun
European
here.
airport in China, as there was one major issue. Sheikh didn't speak the language, and so once released at the gate, the man had no idea where to go and was unable to communicate with anyone, leading to him pacing around
didn't know?
nervously and acting slightly erratic, which didn't go unnoticed by airport security. They watched the man's behavior deteriorate for several minutes before ultimately making the decision to detain him and search his belongings, believing that surely he was up to something suspicious. Which is when they'd open that very bag given to Akmal by Okol,
No.
only to discover a staggering 4 kilograms of heroin. The discovery sent Sheikh into a panic, as he was completely unaware that he was
What?
transporting illegal contents because the bag didn't even belong to him, stating adamantly that it
What? Okay, surely there had to have been like other things in there too.
belonged to his friend Okol, who was flying in on the next flight and would be there soon to help.
Dude, they're not going to believe you. Oh my.
Security seemed to believe him, as they all sat waiting for
What?
Okol to step off the next plane, and
Nicole's
set
not
the whole
coming.
situation straight,
Nicole's not coming.
though he never did. In reality, Shake had been tricked into
Dude.
becoming a drug mule, taken advantage of with his mental illness used against him to make him commit a crime
Dude.
he had nothing to do with. There was never
Okay.
any club, and there was never any.
I would be stupid enough to fall for this. I'm not even joking. Like, if somebody's like, yo, if you go through TSA with this bag, I'll shout out your channel and I'll help you, like I'll be your editor. If somebody's like, I'll edit your videos, I'm like, okay, I'll do it. You could tell me that the heroin's in there and I'm just like, I'll do it, whatever.
any performance.
I don't want to edit. Like,
it's all just a ruse. And despite the authorities,
and like, yeah, why wouldn't you open the bag? Surely there had to have been like other things. Otherwise, did he just carry like a suitcase that just had like only 4 kilos of weight in it?
willingness to wait for the man at first, their patience soon wore thin, and Shake was arrested for drug smuggling.
And wouldn't like, I don't know, this was also before you know, the certain event with the 9 and you know, the other number. But like, certainly we had the technology to be like, oh, there's drugs in this bag.
Death.
A British man convicted of drug smuggling in China has now
No
been
way
told
they
to
kill him.
Akmal Sheikh will be executed by firing squad within 24 hours unless the Chinese authorities have mercy on him. His family says he has a history of...
Okay, what? Okay, I don't know. I don't know international crime. I guess you would be tried in China's court. Oh, I would hate that. That's terrible. But also, like, it's just having drugs a death sentence?
illness and may have been duped into smuggling drugs by traffickers.
The decision was extremely controversial all across the world, with the backlash leading to the case being heard for a second time in 2009. And despite numerous requests by
That's
Shake's
2
lawyer to have the
years?
man undergo a mental evaluation, as he had been quite clearly taken advantage of, they were rejected, and the initial ruling was upheld, with a date being set for his execution
No way.
on the 29th of December. Following
No.
this shocking decision, the first and one of the only 4 recordings of Come Little Rabbit would be posted to YouTube, which featured not only the lyrics, but also the sad story of Shake along with it, including a call to the viewers to join the effort in stopping
No.
the impending execution, as part of a massive final push to change the minds of China's government.
Come to me, come little rabbit, let it be. Come little rabbit, let us pray. La ilaha illallah.
Gosh.
But it was no use, and on the morning of December 29th,
Oh my gosh. This is why would you smuggle? Okay. Also, why would you trick someone into going to China to smuggle drugs? Like, obviously, their sentences are way worse. I mean, like, here, what's the US? Should I don't think I should Google that. I don't think I should Google how much heroin, how much jail time would 4 kilos of heroin have. I feel like I'm going to be on a list. I don't want that.
a lethal injection, with China supposedly walking back their plans to execute him via firing squad. Though
They still do that? Wait, countries do firing squads? How many countries perform firing squads? That's insane. 70? Indonesia does? The US does? What? Idaho, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Utah. Honestly, does not surprise me. That's insane. A big fine in 18 months is so much different than lethal injection.
Way, the man was dead.
I didn't realize they were doing firing squad still. Okay, I heard this, and I think it was my history class that we talked about this. But what they would do is they would have only like a few people in the firing squad actually have rounds, and the other people, they didn't have any bullets in their gun. That way you can't tell who actually killed him. Just as like a psychological thing. Which I found that
Today,
crazy. Like, who thought of that?
Pleased to save his life remain as a forgotten relic here on YouTube, encapsulating the story of a man whose desire to bring the world together in song was cruelly taken advantage of. And though it was peace that he
Is it copyrighted? Do you think that Come Little Rabbit is copyrighted? Do you think I would get DMCA'd if I played it?
Desperately seeking, the song would only lead to his ultimate demise.
I mean, he's playing it. Yeah, everything's copyrighted nowadays. Okay, you didn't have to throw the editing effects on there, Nick Crowley. Man. What? Oh, y'all can't see that chat, but there's just a video that says, I'm not going to say that. I don't know. I want like a shorter, like 20-minute video, and then I think I might call it. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? This is like how I normally talk to my friends. Or this is what I normally do when I talk to my friends. Oh shoot, my model died. Oh, that's weird. Somehow my Google went on my phone. Oh my gosh, dude. I was driving yesterday and I saw... Oh shoot. My thigh cam also went bye-bye. Oh, my thigh cam died. My phone died. No more thighs. I'm sorry, guys. Please stay. Shit. I know. It's hard. Now I can take off all my clothes. The one benefit of being a VTuber. Nobody knows if you're wearing clothes. I don't know. What is happening? I have so many questions. Excuse me, what? Why? Who? How did you even get it up there? Like... People just have too much time on their hands nowadays. Oh my gosh. I'm not a car person, but I didn't know that could happen. That's insane. That's the wrong... Mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Is that guy alright? That's insane. No, you got a death wish. You're going that fast in that little thing. Look, it's a freaking blur. Okay, so I went to Italy one time, and in Italy, they have a lot of these smart cars and like motorbikes, and they drive like they do not care about their lives. Like, I saw people merge into a turn-only lane, like, in the middle of the intersection. And I'm sitting here, like, in the back of the Uber, like, freaking out. My parents are sitting on both sides of me, and they're like, la-di-da-di-da, who cares? Nothing's going wrong. And I'm like, what? We're gonna die. Oh, yeah. Did she wave? Oh my gosh. I need YouTube Premium. Ooh, that's scary. That is so scary.
Dude, this guy literally just lost control.
Yeah, I saw that in Germany. They don't have the speed limits. I want to see how that works. I really want to see how that works. Because when I first heard about it, I was like, you got it. Like, there's so many people that probably get injured or die there. But like, now that I'm driving in a bigger city, like, I'll be honest, I barely look at my speedometer. It's like you just find the person in front of you, match their speed. How do you even do that? How do you do that? Oof. They're drunk. They're drunk. That's the thing that scares me driving at night, because I used to drive at night a lot. And like in driver's ed, we were taught, like, if somebody's swerving, you should turn off your lights when you pass them, because otherwise they see a light, and if they're drunk, they just swerve into it. Is that a policeman? Oh my gosh, how do you mess up that bad? Jeez. No, not all the pops. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so close.
Wait, what?
And boom, hit it. You got it, you got it. Oh!
Can't you push it?
At least we tried, right? High fives.
Can you not push it in neutral? You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes, you know, not everyone owns a truck. Surely that had to be legal. What the freak? How do you even... What happened? Did he slide off? Go. Go. Oh my gosh. I thought that guy was running back into it. I thought that guy was gonna die. Are they doing like a tug of war? No, you're so dumb. Oh my gosh, you... Drive away, I dare you. Drive away. That would be so fun. Bro, what do you mean? He's the straight... He's the state trooper. He just took your ID. You can't do a hit and run on him. You're so dumb. He booked it. He's like, fuck. Waking up your girlfriend to be like, yo, he's running. I have enough people who speak Spanish to know none of those were good words.
We stopped because of a picturesque view down there, and then my husband noticed something down in here.
Oh my gosh. That was parallel to the... That was perpendicular to the road. I don't even know how you do that. Jeez.
You alright, mate? No, mate, what have you done to yourself?
I love British people so much.
Fucking do that? Who? What happened there?
What happened there? No. I you know, I'm saying that now. You have yourself mischief there.
Was there a dog inside, was there? That's your car, mate. Where are you heading? Where are you going, car? He's done the old Harry Holt.
Was it Australian? It was Australian. I don't know why I thought British. Dude, you can't see. My guy. My guy. How do you even do that?
Not just two. Not just three. But 5 cars.
That guy's in the line. Okay, that third guy did that, or that last guy did that on purpose. Oh, no. The mirror. Oh. At least you only ruined one car. Yeah, that's true, Australia. I what made me rise is he said fucking cunt. What the? There's always people with like the race cars and like the nice cars. Like, I'm not a car person, but like, you can tell when somebody does it just to drive fast and they always break stuff. Jeez. Nah. Okay, yeah, no. Here. I don't know what he was thinking there. Okay, that's a little more understandable than all the other stuff in this video. I had somebody in my high school do this, but they hit a parked car. And they claimed they weren't drunk. Sure. That's such a dad move. He even got the dad wheeze.
In the tube. On the exhaust of lad from work, he's got no clue. See what happens.
What? That would terrify me.
Oh, dude, it's so soupy.
They're okay, YouTube. No. This is why you don't go off-roading. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I've always wanted a motorcycle, but I feel like I would crash because I'm dumb. Also, I need a radio. Like, you know, there's those studies where it's like, oh, if you listen to the radio, it decreases your ability to drive by this %. No, if I don't have a radio, I overthink and get so anxious. I used to like drive my family when I first started driving, and I didn't have my radio on, and literally, like right out of the gate, almost just caused an accident because I was just so stressed. What? Ooh. The way you had ample time. How do you mess this up? You just don't straighten out? They're so drunk. Oh my gosh.
Get paid to see them. Do you know how much of the content you see on a daily basis?
That was an ad. Meta. What? This is Britain, right? Just get too greedy. What? Did you... This person knew they were driving forward. They turned the wheel. The wrong... I don't think you can enter. It's gonna hit the pole. Ugh. Okay, the motorcyclist should have at least said something. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, how do you even get it like that? That's insane. I love the ones where like you can tell they're in a hurry or they just don't care, and immediately it just like instant destroys their car. Now he's gonna back up, leave. What is... What was that? Does he have a parachute? He has a parachute, YouTube. Oh, that's the guy filming it. Okay. That's okay. That was funny. Hello? Was that like somebody who lives in the EU and he decided to drive on the EU side in America? No, I would hate that. Sorry. Oh wait, no, that it was his fault. I didn't see the red light. I'm like, why is this guy stopping? Oh my gosh. Does she not have the keys? How is that moving? Oof. I've never been on the, like, had an accident on the interstate, but I feel like that would be the scariest thing ever. Okay, I think we're gonna watch this and then probably call it after. Because I have a lot of homework that I need to do and I need to cook. But, yeah, I've been in one car accident and gosh, it sucked. It wasn't even like that, like a bad one. This person just decided to go while I was in the middle of an intersection on a four-way stop. And it just like destroyed my car, but it was a really old car. And the bad part was I had to go to one of my friends' like play things, and I never saw it before, and they had strobe lights in it. So I'm sitting in the back with whiplash, getting strobed out, and oh my gosh, that was a crazy day.
Of this happening.
Here, I'll turn it up.
Brandy McGowan. On the 30th of March 2022, police were called on Brandy after she was seen
This is a Walmart.
With a
Yep.
in a Florida Walmart.
I didn't even see like this upper Walmart logo stuff. What I literally saw was her fit and then this weird rackety like section of clothing stuff. And I'm like, this is a Walmart.
Wasn't good enough and stole a pocket knife to wield instead. When an officer arrived, he found Brandy holding the knife. The cop was armed with his service weapon, but Brandy refused to drop hers.
Drop the knife now! Drop it.
You're acting like a 5-year-old.
Drop the knife. Drop it now.
Brandy seemed blissfully unaware that the officer
Clearly she's on something or has some mental
in broad view on
defect.
his utility belt. In these circumstances, he is
Shit. Oh my gosh. I need a new thing to cover up when ads come. Or just buy YouTube Premium.
She's a danger to him and the civilians around him. Clearly, she doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
As she stands her ground and continues to threaten people with her weapon.
Put it down. Drop it. Drop the knife.
Oh, I didn't even realize it's Florida. Like, okay, but how do you just like, how does Walmart have the ability to just have this? Like, okay, I was at, I had like a school group that you had to go to, and you would go to like some family's house who is like really well known, and for Christmas we all got each other like stuff, and somebody bought one of this guy's just a machete. It was like a 14-inch machete. Just bought it and gave it to him at the like really small group thing. And I was like, this is not the guy who I want to have a machete. Cause like, oh my gosh, he's like, he was one of those kids where it's like, you don't want to be on his bad side. Cause let me tell you, he knew what he was doing in chemistry class. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
At this point, backup arrives on the scene and takes the attention off the first cop for a moment.
It's so funny because like she's like, you killed my family. I feel like if I actually thought a cop killed my family, I would just sit there holding a knife like, yo, bro, why'd you do it? Like, I would be charging him. She just sounds like annoyed.
Weapon and switch to the taser. In this situation, it's obviously much more preferable for the cop to use non-lethal force, but it's dangerous to lower his weapon while in a one-on-one standoff. The arrival of the other officers gives the perfect relief.
That makes
to
sense.
Switch to and deploy the taser.
Drop the knife now.
Oh my gosh.
Drop the knife.
You got it?
The taser does a perfect job of disarming
Dude, she dropped like a mannequin.
detain her. After the Walmart interaction, she was taken to a local hospital for evaluation, where it was discovered she was, somewhat predictably, high on meth and had apparently ingested over 4 grams of the stuff before entering the store to cause her
Okay. What's the like a normal amount of meth? Like what's a I won't try stabbing a cop meth gram? I don't know. I'm not in the streets. You're telling me she did meth? You could have fooled me.
Carrying a sentence of up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. If this doesn't convince you not to
What about the meth?
nothing will. But this next case is a perfect example.
There's
of how
other
alcohol
reasons.
Can have very similar effects, at least on Karens.
Drunk
This officer was
people.
called to a bar on the night of August 11th, where there was an intoxicated woman allegedly attacking multiple people and causing a serious disturbance. The woman was quickly identified as Christina Cabot, the wife of the previous mayor of the town, and someone who has clearly overstayed
Oh.
at the bar.
Oh, that's not good. If that's like a small town, I love small town drama. Girls like whispering in the body cam. It's gonna get to the point that we like have seen so many of these types of videos that like if I'm ever in like a situation where I know that an officer's filming, I'm gonna be like, yo, Mr. Nightmare, what up, bro? And like start talking. Or Dr. Insanity. Oh no, I said Mr. Nightmare.
She's been in the bar for a while. Just being dumb. Yeah. No. And if you know who she is, she's Tim Kenneth. We all do, yeah. You all do. Yeah.
We all know. We all know. They all knew it.
Other videos of this bar detail exactly what Christina has been doing to
That's
cause
so good.
disturbance, and it's clear she hasn't made herself popular. This is also the second time today that police have been called to remove her from a bar. She's been intoxicated nearly the entire day, so the police decide it's time to have a chat with her.
Bro, why?
Who's this guy? You know what happened to me. If I be honest. If I be quite honest with you.
Bro, your husband's not getting reelected. Unless he files for divorce at this rate.
Like just now or like my whole life? No, I was talking to other people. No, you just got into a process here? No, we had dinner together over at Turbo like 6 years ago. And you're gonna pretend like you don't know what happened to me? I know who you are, I don't know what happened to you.
I thought she was gonna fall over.
Everywhere we go.
My favorite thing about drunk people is when, like, you can just tell they're so out of it. I had a roommate who came home, and I barely talked to this guy this whole year. And it was probably like 6 months into our lease. This is one of the first times I'm talking to him. He knocks on the door at like 12. It was like 1 a.m. Luckily I was up. I opened the door, and this guy is hammered out of his mind. And then he's like, "Oh, I forgot my key. Can you come downstairs like and grab it with me?" I don't know how, but this guy walked up like 3 flights of stairs, and like I'm like, "Okay, no, we're taking the elevator. You're not able to walk downstairs." And when we get to the elevator spot, dude falls into a trash can. Funniest thing of my life.
The police department said that I did something wrong.
I love that. I have so many stories with that guy.
The police department dropped all the charges. Even though the police department continued to investigate me when they had no right.
So what does that have to do with tonight?
Nothing. I don't even know who called the police.
What does that have to do with that? It doesn't. I'm just pissed.
Pushing people and touching people, and
trying to push people off their stools and acting disorderly.
Christina lets the cops
Lies.
know that she believes the city of La Crosse,
What did Trump say during the Hillary campaign? Lies.
Evidently, the police
Is that
have
what
investigated her in the past and
fake,
dropped the
fake
case,
news?
but obviously there's something bigger at play here, or at least that's what she's trying to insinuate. In reality, Christina is extremely intoxicated and looking for any reason to blame
Could've
someone
fooled
else
me.
for the ruckus she's been causing, and a way to get out of this situation.
This guy is just standing here like, why am I doing this job?
No, we're not.
Hey, tell me what you think about me.
I didn't touch you once.
But I pushed you off your bar stool, right?
You never know. I never said that.
I knew on my place. I'm not a criminal. Sir, I think we lost you.
The police are told that Christina was politely asked to leave the bar multiple times, to which she violently refused, becoming both verbally
I would hate being a bartender for that reason. Also because I don't drink. But I would want to be a bartender to just talk to people.
and screaming like a child.
I feel like that would be a chill job.
Were called to the scene.
She needs to go. I don't care where she goes. I don't care where the f she goes. But she needs to go.
No, we're not gonna go inside, ma'am.
Christian, stay here for me.
You know my name. You go in there. Oh, you're just.
I am Christy.
We're going to be able to treat me like this as long as I live here.
Treat you like what?
This.
How are we treating you?
You're here. I did nothing wrong. Because you're white.
What was the other call?
Same thing.
The guy that I talked. Look at this. We're talking on him a white supremacist.
I just have to put in a good word for that lady right there. She's an okay lady.
She's okay?
Yeah, she's an okay lady.
Okay. I appreciate.
Huh? Why? What? Have you ever, like... I can't imagine being by a police thing and, like, I'm not involved and I'm just like, yo, officer, I vouch. Honestly, I vouch. Like, what? Why are you doing that?
What the fuck was that? I do this.
That was some soccer acting there.
That right. This guy came over to put in a good word for her after talking with Christina in the background, and then she immediately walked over to pay him directly in front of the cops.
Actually, I don't feel safe.
It's so fucking good. That's the best. That's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, if I was a cop, I would let her get away with it. Like that, how do you even... Oh my gosh. No, please. I need to know what happens to Christy.
Happens to me tonight.
This is my job, bro. This is what you know that. Yeah, I swear to God.
You're good.
Your son has called you.
I do this shit, bro. Thank you.
Ma'am, is it okay if we talk over here for a second?
I do this shit for real, for real.
You come over here and talk to me. And my name is Christina, and you know me.
I'm just calling
Don't
you
call me
ma'am.
ma'am.
Why?
Thank you.
Christina.
Did I ask you
Christina,
not to?
is it okay if we talk over here?
Can you pay me not to?
I don't know what you want to talk to me about, but I'm pretty sure you can do it right.
It's not like paying the guy is going to make you less guilty.
Do you think I deserve to be arrested right now?
What's you being charged with?
I don't know. What am I being charged
You've
with?
been arrested for disorderly conduct.
Disorderly
You being detained.
Oh, white girl, I don't know this girl.
Due to everything that's going on so far, the cops decide to put her in cuffs and take her to jail.
I'm a white girl. I don't go to jail.
It's impressive that even while restrained, she still managed to make enemies. On the way back to the car, she refused to cooperate and made her legs weak, forcing the cops to drag her. And even that wasn't the most annoying thing she did on this walk.
I need you to put that wallet in my purse.
I'm gonna carry it all the way over there. Okay, just like
no,
this.
I want you to put it in my purse.
Well, let's go and then we'll
Yeah. She openly bribed. It's so funny because she bribes someone to like, yo, go put in a good word for me and I'll give you some money. And as he's like, yo, I can vouch, she shoves this guy right in front and then hands the dude the money. It's the dude, you can't script that. Like, if you put that in like sketch comedy, people would be like, nah, That's so unrealistic. But she's just the greatest to ever do it. I love her. I'm voting for her.
You just need to walk. Yeah.
She hit that Tarzan note. Why is their car parked so far away?
Please walk. No, why? Can we walk over here, please? This is mine. Please, I'm gonna walk all the way down and it's already carried you. Christy, can you please sit in there?
No.
We're trying to be decent,
No, I
please.
can't. You're not being decent.
Please.
You've been here forever and you know Tim.
I do know Tim.
Do you know Tim?
That doesn't have anything to do with your
Yeah, it does. I didn't do anything. No, I can't.
Why is she like this, bro?
Okay, ma'am.
After acting like this all night, you'd think it'd be time for her to drop the act back at the station. But she thinks differently, choosing to make the entire team's lives as
Gosh,
hard
I
as
would
physically
hate being a
possible.
cop.
Christy Cabot. She's not real cooperative. She wants to sit in the, she's not resistant. She just wants to sit in the squad car, so we had to force her in there. So.
She's right here?
Yeah.
Christy. You said Christy, right?
Yeah.
Christy. Can I help you sit up here? Christy.
Oh my gosh.
Chris, get your bowl in this PvP for me?
They brought the wheelchair. Are you that drunk? Dude, I feel so bad for the husband. Your campaign is so over. You cannot recover from this.
The cops finally managed to get Christina into a wheelchair so they can properly bring her into the station, kicking and screaming all the way there. She was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, as well as firmly placing herself on the bad side of
What about
pretty much
bribery?
every cop and civilian in the entire town.
Or well, I guess you can.
How awkward Karens can make situations like
You
this,
can just
but
pay
the
someone to
evidence
vouch
case
for you.
shows exactly how to handle them. This Karen had just been detained by police in a Walgreens after going on an extensive racist rant towards a group of Muslims in the store. She has her plan to make the officers' lives as awkward as possible.
If somebody decides to talk to you in a Walgreens, like why? Walgreens is like the store you go to for 2 seconds to pick up something.
This cop is here to shut her down.
Ma'am, no weapons on you or anything like that?
No, here.
No, that's okay. Stand up for me, please.
No.
Just make sure you don't
Does
have any
it
weapons
look
on you.
like, look, I don't even
I
have
don't know.
pockets.
Turn around. I don't want to touch you.
Look at the pockets.
I don't want to touch you.
Under arrest for battery.
I didn't do any battery.
No, when you spit on people, that's battery.
No, I did not. Listen, he verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on them. That's what you verbally abused me as soon as I got here. Did I spit on you?
No.
You're under arrest for battery. No,
That's crazy.
That hurts.
Yeah, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Can
Let's
I
go.
take my phone? No, please.
I love this cop.
Definitely going to jail. Let's go. Walk.
Unbelievable.
They're not here for
Can I
comfort.
leave my car here?
That's absolutely fine. Sure.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
10-15.
Officer, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I'll get a good attorney.
God bless you.
Yep. God
Yeah.
bless me, God, because I'm a Christian.
Christians don't talk like you.
This cop managed to get her in cuffs and out the door in record time, but he still has to get her into the
Yeah, that was real
and
quick
back
compared to
jail. This Karen isn't going down.
the who was it, Christy?
For me, or
Do this, please. I didn't do anything.
I wish they would have like caught what she was doing beforehand.
How about we do that? That doesn't give you an excuse to act the way that you're acting. None. Just stop talking.
You have to leave.
My favorite Bible verse was when he started spitting on people. Like, what? What are you doing, lady? This person's a Pixar. Mom. I won't elaborate any farther. Strike that from the record. She pulled out the, I have friends who are that minority.
Well, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Even though Muslims not a minority.
Okay, so
right?
Those same Muslims that you were talking shit to just decided your fate and they elected to not prosecute.
God bless you.
Yeah, God bless
Boo.
you. Because if it was up to you,
Boo. Pussies.
as the victim that you were not going to jail.
Oh,
I suggest you watch your mouth because the particular shut up, listen. The particular that you decide to mouth off to were professional and were nice. Some people might kick you in your face and they're gonna come to pieces. So I suggest you watch your mouth.
I love him.
Extreme kindness,
whoever this cop is, he's the GOAT.
And was racist towards, decided not to press charges and asked the police to let her go. But somehow, even that
That's
isn't
chill.
enough to stop this woman from running her mouth.
my father was with the army. He was a captain in the army.
Did anybody get her 14?
Look what you did to my aunt.
You should be going to jail.
Huh? Oh. Can you get me my purse, please?
Hey,
Oh my gosh. She has the audacity to be like pretending she's the victim here.
That's unfortunate.
Damn, that's rough. Anyway.
Literally keep your mouth shut because you spit on somebody.
Listen, you don't know what
I love this cop so much.
Talk to you when you're disrespecting people.
He disrespected me first.
Literally spitting on.
This is a W cop.
Gather your belongings, count your blessings, and leave.
Listen, I'm a
Bye.
Christian.
Yeah. Well, you need to look that up.
And I go to Calvary Chapel.
You need to.
Right.
That's concerning. Yeah, very concerning.
Yeah, we'll talk to Pastor Doug.
I will actually. I will talk to Pastor.
I'm surprised he didn't censor any of these names.
Okay, for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
11 a.m.
Why is Dr. Insanity not censoring this stuff?
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, officer.
Yeah, good night, man.
Thank you. And thank you, officer.
Oh, this is the most middle-aged white woman thing to like. All of my teachers would do this shit. Where if they're in the wrong, they're like, "Thank you for being respectful," and you. And they go out of their way to be like, you sucked. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These dang mobile ads. Cringe, bro.
This woman was incredibly fortunate to be let away.
Zero charges is insane.
Especially after everything she said on camera.
Pastor Doug had nothing to do with it. That's true. That's true. Don't bring Pastor Doug into your spit takes. Oh my gosh. I don't want to say it, but this is the most Karen, like, haircut looking.
Wasn't so lucky. Malarkey was arrested for domestic
violence after
hitting her ex-husband with her car, but when the cops moved in to arrest her, things immediately started to go south.
She hit him with the car? How mad do you gotta be?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Step out.
Sure, hands off of me.
Step out of the car right now.
Why didn't he sidestep it?
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Malarkey's behavior is erratic and her tones aggressive from the off. Her children are in the back seat of the car, but this doesn't seem to affect how she handles the encounter, and things only get worse.
I will tase you if you don't get out of the car.
You better take your hands off of me right now.
I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant.
I just sent a message and I am... Excuse me.
Get out of the car right now.
No. Did somebody say that you could come into our...
Asking the cops who gave them permission to enter the property is a common tactic in situations like this one. But for the suspects, the reality is that the police are well within their right to enter property uninvited so long as they have a warrant. With a second officer's assistance, Malarkey is removed from her car and cuffed. However, this is where things get even worse.
Imagine watching your mom get just arrested in front of you. I could never. I love my mom.
Are you gonna stand up and be cooperative? Are you gonna understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this. Has filed a
We're going out here,
motion
this way.
to quash this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're any charges on. If you hit us, or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
I love not being born in the US. Yeah.
Change at all. The cop then smells.
There are a few people like this.
Which may explain some of the bizarre behavior.
You are a
Ooh.
shitty human being. You throw somebody down in front of their children? What the f is wrong?
Sit down. I told you.
Yeah, no. That
You piece of shit. You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire.
what is that insult?
On your breath.
No, that's my.
That's your.
That's my bitch. She doubled down.
And tries to leave the vehicle, then makes a point to single out the cop who initiated the arrest.
Get your f***ing hands off me.
We see situations like this often, where a suspect will target one member of law enforcement and use them as a scapegoat. This is typically followed by legal threats, so they're likely targeting the officer they feel they could best build the strongest case against. However,
She does have bars.
all too well.
Get your f***ing hands off me.
Cool out. If you keep resisting.
She's biting.
You know what? I'm gonna charge you.
We gotta get a muzzle.
Dirty ass hands on me.
Stop moving. Let him take off your watch.
Malarkey then goes on to make violent threats to the officers. Pay attention to how quickly she tries to change the conversation after her most extreme threat.
You know what? Do you know what he's done?
Oh, they pulled her from the other side. Let's go. Let's go.
You are dead.
What's that?
You are getting sued.
Yeah.
You said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
As a youngest child, I relate to this, where you're like, I'll beat the shit out of you, and then your like older sibling turns around and is like, what'd you say? And you're like, nothing.
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
I didn't say anything.
She continues making the cops' lives difficult by pretending to have trouble getting out of the car, though it's clear from her movements that she's not actually trying. She blames the tape on her ankles and says it's the cop's fault she tried to kick him.
It's your fault I almost beat you. I can take it too. Never mind.
She was charged with aggravated assault of an officer and
Dude, biting a police officer is insane.
with a child passenger.
You heard me. You heard what I was gonna say.
Soon after this arrest, she was also
I'll double
charged
down on
with
it.
endangering the life or health of a child and violation of a bail bond, and received a misdemeanor charge for resisting or obstructing an officer. If you enjoy true crime videos like this,
That was insane. Biting a police officer goes crazy. Lucky I can't make clips on YouTube. Do it. Do it, you won't. I'm a femboy. This is a normal Friday. Dude. I don't think I've bit someone since I was like 4. And okay, I didn't want to say it, but like, this haircut, can we talk about it? This looks like something out of Schindler's List. I'm sorry. It is even Friday. Sorry, I only do that stuff on any day that ends in AY, so. Okay, unironically, I was walking today and my friend came up to me and was like, yo, are you okay? You look like you either shat yourself or you took it up you had fun this weekend. And I go, no, I didn't do any of that. I straight up just did leg day and it hurt. I can't lock out my knee. I had to actually think about you know where I got that stuff from? My brother came up to me, like I saw him drinking, and I'm like, this is why mom says that you guys drink too much. And he goes, no, I only drink on days that end in AY. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like literally it was like 5 minutes. I came back to him and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? It was embarrassing how long it took me to do that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, wait. I kind of want to watch the Creeps one. I probably won't finish it.
Unfortunately, there are some actual creeps out there lurking around.
I swear I did it!
And we've got the body cam footage of what happens when the cops catch up.
Okay, so this is a big fear of mine. But like, and nowadays, and this is a good thing that we do this, but like, people who are creeps are identified easier now, right? And dude, I don't know if it's other like masculine people, but I hate approaching women because I'm like, I don't want to be on no compilation.
That happened on November 6, 2022. Police responded to a call from Daniels Hall, a dormitory at the University of Cincinnati. The caller informed the police of a male aggressor who assaulted a female student that got in the elevator with him.
Hi there. Is everybody okay? Were you guys involved with a fight?
No.
Yes, yes. Alright, who's on where?
Okay, so basically what happened, there's this girl, she was in like a black t-shirt in the elevator, and this guy was trying to like...
Wait, that's the dude right there?
And so the guy in there in the UC sweatshirt and such was trying to basically...
Black sweatshirt,
yeah,
red.
yeah.
Okay, what was he doing?
He was like trying to grab her. A guy was leaving, he was trying to grab
this guy wanted to listen in.
She was yelling.
I get that.
She was unhappy. She was like, she said, help me, help me, help me. And so I went over and I butted in. I was like, don't touch her. What do you think you're doing? Get away from her. And then he just...
You guys aren't supposed to be in there.
Wait, that happened? There was a guy that just straight up said hello to a girl and printed. That's insane, dude. Like, I get where they're coming from. Like, you want to get rid of all the, like, creeps. Where it's like, you know, obviously they're crossing boundaries. But, like, at some point you're getting people that are not, you know, actual creeps. They just want to talk. And now it's like, it's going to get to the rate where people are like, why are people not, like, hitting on me or approaching me? Like, our generation is cooked when it comes to finding someone. It doesn't help because, like, you know, I'm sitting here in thigh highs. I'm not gonna. You said it on Messenger. It's insane.
With immediate engagement, a key witness who stepped in to help the victim recounts intervening in an assault where a suspect identified.
Because, like, also the people who aren't creeps are worried about being seen as creeps, but like the actual creeps, they don't give a shit. So it's like,
shirt was caught aggressively restraining a woman in an elevator.
Hit me. He was hitting me. Took me to the ground. I bit his hand so he would get off, and he got off of me.
Whose hand did you bite? Sorry.
His hand.
So he assaulted you.
He assaulted me as well. He assaulted her. And
yeah, if somebody's ever fighting me, I'm biting. I don't give it. I don't care.
Bold and unexpected move.
Whoa, sorry, chat. Let me. Wrong tab. No, that was an ad. Wood. No, what? Yeah, if somebody's assaulting you, bite them. They're trying to do some freaky things. You freak them up more. Oh my gosh, he booked it. That's an amazing cop.
Hands on. Send some more officers.
I would have not seen that.
Get your hands behind your back right now. Get your hands behind your back. I got his arm. All right. That's mine. Hey, I got you. Let me get this other couple.
What is this guy doing? Oh, that's the...
Hey, lay down now. Lay down now. Give me your hand.
The victim's harrowing account describes a frightening encounter in an
insane.
elevator where she was grabbed and punched by the attacker as she attempted to leave.
Tell me a little bit more about what happened, okay?
I was in the elevator. I live on floor 5, and I was going down the elevator because I was gonna go back out after changing. And he was in the elevator with his friend, and
I feel so bad for her.
like trying to be nice because like why not say that to someone? And then he like grabbed onto the back of me.
Somebody give her a hug. Like, bro. That's insane.
Sure, and like kept pulling me back. He's like, no, you're coming to floor 3 with me. You're coming to floor 3 with me. Okay. And then I was like, get off of me, please get off of me. And then he punched me in the face like
I see.
who does that to someone?
I completely agree. Did he hit you anywhere else? Did he only hit you the one time?
I mean, he slapped me in the head, and then kept going for my face, and then he finally
Like, bro, you're going to get caught. Why would you do any of this stuff?
for a full punch. I'm sorry.
It's not worth it.
Need to call the medic for you? Would you
No.
Do you want to go to the hospital?
No.
Okay.
It's the most American response ever. No money. No. Ambulance? No, I'm not trying to sell my liver.
Both the woman who stepped in to help and the victim wished to press charges against the suspect.
Do you know her? No. Did you see what happened? Yes. I put it in. That was me. Okay.
I should make like a video on like what to do in these like survival fringe situations where it's like somebody's trying to like do things to you, bite them. Somebody tries to fight you. Strip. Like, okay, I don't know if this was like a famous video. I think I remember seeing this. But there's like this motorcyclist who like some dude was raging at them and he like gets out of the car and is like, you want to fight? And then the motorcycle guy just starts taking off his belt and just starts unzipping his pants and going to like take off his clothes, and then the other guy just books it out of there. I'm like, this guy's the smartest person I've ever seen. Because like, okay, either they run away because they're like, what is this guy doing? Or, I mean, you're having a good time.
Are you the one who called them for us?
Okay, serious times again.
Fill out a witness statement.
Abuse.
I might know the answer to this question.
He challenged him to a different kind of fight. A fight of chicken.
But I'm going to ask you to do anyway. Do you want to press charges?
Against him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him.
Okay. I figured I knew the answer, but I
So valid.
just to clarify. Okay.
Fuck him.
If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, if you could just sit on that corner.
You know what? All my homies hate that guy.
I'm going to get you a piece of paper to kind of write down your experience for me, okay? And then I'm going to get her. Oh my god!
Oh.
Are you okay? In the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, and who are you?
I'm her. Oh, she's my roommate. She's my friend.
The victim continues to recount how the man attacked her and how the other lady came to her aid.
So was it just you and this other young lady that were in the elevator?
No, she wasn't in the elevator. It was him and his friend that were in the elevator, and then I got in there alone with them. So I wasn't with anyone, and then we got to the ground floor, and that's when she saw me and him like pulling me back. And she was
That's like half the reason I'm not transitioned, because like if I actually presented feminine, I would lose the privilege of just being able to walk places. Like, I remember one day the bus at my college stopped early and I had to walk through this sketchy park at night to get back to my dorms. And the one thing I was told like when I first moved was don't walk through this park at night. And I was like up at campus for an interview. So I'm like in dress shoes. Like if something goes on, I'm screwed. And I'm just walking. It's pitch black outside. And I'm like, man, this and being able to pee standing up is like the two reasons why I like being a dude. Everything else sucks. Like, yeah, I would not want to lose those.
Get off of her, get off of her.
The suspect, identified as 18-year-old Christopher Campbell, was arrested and would be transported to jail.
18?
Inside the police car, the suspect
Bro.
acted erratically and even tried to bite an officer.
The window. Hey, you try to bite me again, I'm gonna add charges.
Not the tongue lick.
Get in the car. Watch your leg.
No. Do it.
Is he on drugs?
Hey, stop. Now. Stop.
Despite still being
I think he's on drugs.
The woman who helped the victim did her best to provide the police with a detailed account of what happened.
And from when you first walked in the door. When I first walked in the door, I saw this one guy. There were two guys at the elevator, and there was the girl with the tie-dye shirt, the black shirt, in there. And there was yelling, and then the first guy left, walked out.
Yeah, he might just be crazy. Like, okay, if you're 18, why would you even try? Like, okay, I don't understand why people try these things. Like, you're gonna get caught, and you're going to straight up just be in jail for like a quick, you know, like 2-second feeling.
And then I was like, to quote, I was like, don't touch her, get the off of her.
And even if like you don't get caught or imprisoned, you're probably having anxiety your whole life of like, this is gonna catch up to me. Like, you know how good at people are at like finding stuff online? Like, that's why I don't want to be like famous, because oh my gosh, people are gonna be like, when he was 10 he watched Total Drama Island or like some weird shit. He's like, he's gonna be like, he used to play Papa Tropica and he failed. I don't know, I'm trying to think of like crimes that I've done, but I don't want to admit to any.
She was not in the scene after that. I was yelling for the RA. The RA took a couple minutes to come around, and then he was off of me just standing. Sorry. You're okay. It's okay. That's okay. Take a deep breath. Just chill. You're alright. Sorry, I say just chill, but
no, I
just
understand.
take a deep breath. You're alright. Take your time. Yes.
Oh.
And he was just standing there, and he started to try to fight the RA as well for a bit, but the RA was able to like get him to calm down.
Nah.
At this point, there were probably like 3 guys around. The one kid in the long sleeve shirt, he had the door. I don't know if he got here, but he might be a witness. Okay. And I got.
You know, being an RA would be nice because you get like free room and board, but you gotta deal with some bull crap.
Just kept on getting worse, and he even started rapping as the police tried to restrain him.
Oh, please tell me it's the worst rap ever. Please tell me this guy. Please tell me he just like starts reading The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
Stop now! Stop now! Knock it off! Sir?
Shoot me! Shoot me!
No, we are not doing that!
Shoot me! Some things I notice about these videos is there's always that one person that's just like, yeah, just kill me. Do it. I dare you. It's like, what?
Don't find my body. Come here. You a oh God, you always been you always been ah.
Is he saying the F slur? That's insane.
No, I'm pushing him in. He's hooking his foot.
Oh, he's got his arms on the door.
Stay in there. Stay in.
This sucks, bro.
Stay in. Get in. Get in the car. Get your feet in. What? Wisconsin. Get your feet in. White Castle. Probably back not gonna pass. Diamonds on my wrist, so you know that this fast.
Ayo, get it.
I lost my camera somewhere. I got your camera.
What if the cop just started
Put your foot back in.
The police
ranking the gritty on him?
Could give their statement about what happened. It was also discovered that the person Christopher was with left his phone on the scene.
Quick, guys. What did you guys?
Wait.
Well, never mind. We can't discuss that. Did you guys see an assault?
Bro, they're all so cooked.
I didn't say. I just came after this. Okay. After you Are you willing to sign a witness statement? What you saw?
I want to hope like his bud that was there just didn't know what's going on. Like imagine your friend just starts trying to like do that shit. Honestly, I would knock him the fuck out. I'm like, you're stupid, bro.
This might be his phone. Okay. Thanks. Hold on. In fact, I think it is because I think I walked in and I said, I remember this now. I walked in and I said, hey, your phone's down there, and that's when he left. And then
Like as a dude, how do you lose your phone? You got pockets. Like if you're a girl, I understand, but like, dude, I can fit a whole apartment in my pockets. Give me cargo pants, dude. I'm a nomad.
Erratic behavior, the police had probable cause to believe that the suspect was under the influence of something.
Really?
Around. Spin around. Around.
One hop this time.
Left. Hook. Hold on. I got that rook. Devin Booker on the James. Hold on. They say that look where does LeBron James? Michael Jordan. James.
Is this a freestyle or?
I put your bitch in the air. And you know I got the stairs. And you know this shit is rare. And you know
Yeah, no, that shit's a freestyle, I hope.
And you know I can tear. Hold on. Go back. Split around track. Fat or black. And you know we that. Hey.
If I was the cop, dude, I would be dancing.
Corvette. Hopping that like.
Okay, that's not a freestyle.
This shit I don't like. I snitch. That's the shit I don't like. I put my hands up to play my
arrive at the police station to provide a written statement.
This guy's just IRL Spotify shuffle.
So it does not have to be, you know, when I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling too good, and then I got up and went down. You know what I mean? Really, it's about what happened here tonight. Like, you know, when I got on the elevator, I saw him.
I want a witness statement to just start off with, it all started when I was born.
Assault, unlawful restraint, resisting arrest, and assault. Creeps are horrifying, but what other definition can be used when their target is set on young, innocent kids? This next case follows a horrifying incident that took place on August 2023, when a 19-year-old male identified as Andrew Hakeem Jewell allegedly forced an 8-year-old
He looks like he's a Tate follower.
Store in Sandusky, Michigan. Police arrived at the scene, and the mother immediately recounted what happened.
My daughter was apparently attempted to be pulled into the bathroom by a young man here.
Huh?
I said a young man. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I was right around the corner at the racks where the clothes were. My son came over and told me someone was trying to grab her and take her into the bathroom. Okay. I obviously went.
Yeah, imagine being the lawyer of the previous guy. The other guy is just like, yes, we do believe he was on drugs. As you can see here, he started saying, quote, I put the hands up. They are playing my song. The butterflies fly away. Imagine.
Over there.
That gives like the Boondocks fucking R. Kelly episode vibes.
And was inside with her trying to get out of the bathroom, crying. That's another reason why I don't believe that he tried to push her out, because I saw her in the bathroom.
And when you found him, she was in the bathroom.
She was in the bathroom, and he was in the bathroom behind the door.
1 year less from the maximum sentence is all I ask. If your lawyer says that, dude, you know you're cooked. If your lawyer's just like, okay, I need to not get him the max sentence, we'll aim 1 year under.
And I saw her trying to get away and like crying.
Okay, did he have a hand on her, or just she was trying to?
I couldn't see because the door, I could see like half of her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. I've got everything I need from you guys.
Okay.
Jeez. I don't know if it's just V-Roy models or like if live 2D people have this, but whenever I drink, I literally have a seizure. Like, watch me take a sip of water.
Is he in there? Stay here.
Wait, that was fine. That's insane.
I'm gonna go deal with that in a moment. Okay.
Did he pull you into that?
After talking to the mother, a man who appeared to be in charge of the store told the officer that Andrew already had previous charges for the same thing.
Bro, dude.
He had a charge in the pier that was on probation for a misdemeanor, but he was never charged and he never had enough evidence.
You don't have a disability, I'll give you one so they pity us, is the most wild thing.
What I see on the camera, I can forward it to you, is him going in the back, coming back out, then looking, and waiting until they came.
Dude, the fact that
And it's right back there in the corner, so I have no...
I don't understand why people do stuff with children. Like, children, okay. This is a hot take, and I get yelled at from people I tell this to. Elderly people and children scare me, like terrify me. I literally like want to run the other way, cause like they can do whatever they want. Like if a child like, you know, stabs someone, they're like, oh, he's just being, you know, little Johnny, he's just being a little cutie. He's just a little cutie patootie. And then, like, if you're really old, it's like, you stab someone and it's like, they just don't know where they are. And they're on their way out. Like, who cares? Like, what? It's crazy.
I'll be getting it somehow.
Okay, so I got both doors locked, just because of that situation. I didn't want to escalate.
Okay, yeah, no, sweet old men are, like, actually the best. And sweet old grannies. But, like, there are some old people where you meet them and you're like, like, because of societal norms, I can't say you're a terrible person, but I wouldn't want to be in a room with you. Some people are just, like, old and, like, mad. Those are the not fun ones. Like if I like go to a bingo tournament and like am with a bunch of grannies, I'm chilling. Like that, honestly, that's fun. They're less judgmental than like, honestly, I think I would want to be like as a femboy in front of all those old women and grandmas than like go to college dressed like it. I feel like I would die if I went to college in thigh highs. Because otherwise people would... For like insight to the life of a femboy, either somebody wants to kill you or somebody wants to kill your booty. There is no in between. I mean, face your fears. Oh, you guys just want to see it. Oh my gosh. I feel bad that I don't have the thigh cam on anymore. My phone died. You can look at it in the VOD.
And he went like this grab and said, hey, you can't be in here.
Oh, is that the guy? He's just like...
Head in there. So I'll forward it to you.
police confronted the suspect, who immediately stated that he's going to jail. The suspect gave his account of the events.
Guys, don't do that. I could look at it now, actually. Oh my gosh, this guy's rewinding. Don't worry, the VOD will be up, maybe. The first hour I was muted like an idiot, so. But dude, if your lawyer hears that you say I'm going to jail to the police, like, ah, dude, you're cooked. You're cooked. Thanks for chatting, by the way. This is great, guys.
Check this out.
This is a great first stream. You know, talking about, you know, wearing thigh highs to my campus is something that I would.
I'm gonna go to jail, ain't I? Because everybody's gonna believe everything.
Oh, do you stream too, Sky? That's nice. Literally, so I never wanted to stream because I'm scared that I'm gonna like give my social security right now. But yesterday I was like, fuck it, and I tried setting up a stream, and oh my gosh, it looked like Blue Lock's animation. It was so bad. Oh, you're a VTuber? That's sick. Dude, you got we gotta talk more. I need to check you out. Here, I'll check out your channel after I'm done. But yeah, I'm like sorry, I'm pulling up the channel. I love stalking people. Oh, I love your model. Yeah, it was PNG lock. It was so bad. I couldn't even stream Minecraft on like the lowest settings. And it was just like terrible. I figured it out that I wasn't running OBS and like run as administrator mode. So it wasn't prioritizing it. So it's like all your FPS goes to Minecraft. Nothing to your stream.
Yeah, go ahead. I was in the bathroom.
I lowered the bitrate to like 2000. It was so bad. I was like, what's happening? This is like an okay computer.
I was using the bathroom. The little girl walked in on me. And she made a
Yeah. What I really need to do, which I'm gonna do sometime this week, because I think I'm gonna stream more. I was debating on it, but I like this. Because it feels like I'm productive, even though I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I'm gonna go grab an internet or an Ethernet cable. I'm still doing it wirelessly, and my internet provider is not that good.
I tried to slam the door, and it hit her. That's why she was crying. I can't go to jail, dude. I'm on probation. What are you on probation for?
Bro. Bro. What? He's so cooked. Why are you saying this? Get a lawyer.
I can't.
Misdemeanor assault for what?
I don't know.
Where do you live at?
I don't know. No.
I can't go to jail. I'm so screwed. I can't survive in there.
Bro, you tried touching a child.
No problem. Tom. I can't go to jail. What? This is. Yo, I'm screwed.
I want to make sure I put your name on.
I have a question. Can we step out the back door so I can at least smoke while we talk, please?
While the officer was noting his information, Yule started to show signs of emotional distress and looked as if he was about to cry.
Oh, dude. I don't feel bad for you. It was a child.
And that was in Saginaw. I'm so screwed.
Dude, okay, so this is a crazy thing. In one of my college classes, we were studying, like, this type of stuff. And they have a place in, I think, oh my gosh, it's some state that starts with an O. Either Ohio or Oregon. But they have like an actual place where they just take all these people who have been, you know, offenders of this kind, and they just stick them in a like actual place. And apparently, like, it helps them not do that stuff. I just want to like see all the like conversations between the neighbors where it's like, are you still, you know, not touching people?
Here she's coming to the bathroom. The little boy found, but the little girl never goes on that side.
Dude. Here, I'm gonna skip a little because they're just watching the video.
In the December 2023 preliminary examination, the 8-year-old girl...
How bad is the lag? I think after when I watched the VOD. I don't know if the VOD actually shows how the lag was, but oh, was it actually really bad? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely stream more, I think. Probably not tomorrow, but sometime this week. I might make a channel post. I think I'm gonna get done with this person and then call it, because I still have to do homework and I haven't eaten supper. Yeah, the 8-year-old stuff is crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure to get an Ethernet cable. Yeah. See, that was the thing. I was gonna play like either Master Duel or like some game, but I feel like that will just be unwatchable with frames getting skipped. I feel like this content's easier to manage while I'm still setting everything up. Yeah. But definitely I have a lot more plans in the future, hopefully.
She said that the door was half open while Andrew attempted to pull her inside. After seeing her sister in distress, her 6-year-old brother alerted their mother, and that's when she saw her daughter struggling to get away from Andrew. Andrew had given the officer his account of what happened at the...
Dude, if somebody was touching my children at all in any way, I would beat the shit out of them. I do not care.
Hold up. Your story doesn't add up. I'm telling you, I swear to God, I was in the bathroom. The reason why she was crying, she hit her head. I swear to God, I wouldn't lie, please. Well,
I swear to God.
Problem with your statement, because
I love the way he says it.
By the shoulder. I got the brother who said you grabbed her by the shoulder, and the mom says she was trying to get out of the bathroom and had to pull away from somebody to get out.
Because can I explain? Can I walk you to the bathroom and show you what?
We were just there.
No, but can I show you? Can I show you when walk to the bathroom? Dad, stay on the phone, please.
Bro, you gotta have so much patience as a cop. It's insane. Dude, and also, why are you doing it? This is like the most open spot.
She walks right, she opens the door and walks right there. I hurry up and get up and try to pull my pants up, and I grab her shoulder. Like I said, then the little boy...
Why would you grab her shoulder?
And when I tried to push her out, the door got stuck with my foot. It kept pushing, so I'm trying to pull my pants up and push her out. And that's when she hit her head right there. That's when she started crying. And the little boy saw me put my hands on her shoulder, because I put my hands on her shoulder to stop her from coming in fully, and that's when I pushed her out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I swear to God, please.
Go ahead and get off the phone.
You taking me to jail?
Yeah.
Please, please. Please, I I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back right now.
Dude. At least he's compliant, putting his hands behind his back. The first of the whole videos I've seen today where they do that.
Stop.
I swear. I didn't do nothing. Please. Can I at least speak to Tom before I go? Can I at least speak to him?
Can you stop screaming?
Yes.
Dude.
Did the camera show me doing anything?
Bro.
The cameras back up more what the little girl said than what you said.
Yikes.
Tom! Tom! I swear I didn't! No, Tom!
Just before this incident, Jewel
I feel bad for Tom, bro.
Sandusky and resided at the Michigan House of Hope shelter. Part of his living arrangement was to help out.
Imagine trying to help someone. Oh, frick. I definitely need to get an ad blocker or something on in case like regional ads start playing. That's a big fear I have right now.
Pick up your stuff. You cannot stay at our shelter. You're no longer welcome.
Ooh.
Listen here, at least listen to me.
I would hate, like, you're trying to do good, you're trying to help someone, give them the benefit of the doubt, trying to rehab them, and they do this. It's just heartbreaking.
Is there another shelter?
That's up to the judge and that stuff. They're sagging.
Oh, dude.
Can I at least call you while I'm in the jail? Please.
Jennifer would be better off to help you at this point. I mean, there's nothing I can do for you.
I swear I didn't, Tom.
That's up to.
I swear to God.
That's
Bro, you're saying you didn't do it, but also right when the officer showed up, you go, I'm going to jail. Like, bro.
Thank you for everything, Tom, but I swear to God.
That was so sweet.
This phone, do you want to take it with you? Your backpack.
He's just repeating the same things. Let's see what he was charged with. Man.
Andrew was charged with misdemeanor assault and battery, 2 felony charges, including the amended charge of kidnapping, child enticement, and an original charge of attempted unlawful imprisonment. As of the latest update, a 2-day jury trial is set to begin in May 2024. While Andrew awaits
Oh,
trial,
damn.
he remains in the Sanilac County Jail under a $50,000 cash bond.
Wait. When did this video come out? What's this guy's name?
Our next case took
Shoot. I want to see.
Cash bond. Our next case took place on November 9th.
Bro.
Our next case cash.
Bro. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to give y'all the live update on him. Andrew Hakeem Jewel trial. Guilty. 70 months. 5 years and 10 months. 15 years. Right? Is that it? I want the sentencing. Sentenced to 70 months, 5 years to 10 months. 5 years and 10 months to 15 years. With a credit for 292 days served in county jail. And parole after 5 years and 10 months. Damn. That's a long time in jail. And if they know that you're tried touching children, it's not good for you.
inappropriately touching himself around other shoppers.
What? Ew. Let's see what tabs you have open. This was earlier in the video. We saw some. I was doing some creepy videos before this. That you may be able to see in the VOD. But no, I don't have any other like crazy tabs open. I just have the stream, another channel, and then I do have. I may or may not have. Oh shit! You can see that. Fuck. Shit. Guys, you're not supposed to look. You're supposed to look at that. Oh shit, now you can see that. Guys, I'm a professional, I swear. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you all. Oh my gosh. I tried blocking it and it's still fucking there. Okay, I have the old Rama 1/2 because I was studying it for Japanese. I do I do study Japanese in my free time. Am I good at it? No. What I was going to say is that, because I thought you were talking about my open like browser tabs, not my bookmarks, is my, I do have a tab open for a ASMR script that I'm debating on recording. Obviously, I'm not going to sound like this because this is my normal voice and nobody likes this. Trust me, I can riz people. I can be smexy.
Immediately ran away from the officer, which led to an intense chase.
Okay, I ADHD'd so hard there. Nobody likes it. Okay, most normal people don't like it. Okay, maybe I have an effect on you. We'll see. Stick around and I might do the ASMR. It would be bad if... Yeah, I get that. I do wanna, like... My goal is to be able to do more, like, androgynous type voice. Like, I want to be able to switch between, like a girl voice and a like very indistinguishable voice where you're like, what are you? Which this is a funny, okay, this is probably one of my greatest stories of all time. So when I moved away in college, I didn't know like a haircut person to like cut my hair. And I like booked the first person. And I get there and they're like, what do you want? And I'm like, well, I want like a haircut that's like, you know, very gender neutral. I like being able to be seen as a dude and a girl. Because I just want to attract everyone. And this hairdresser, which I just met, by the way, straight up just goes, I see, so you're a slut for options. What? That's your opening? It's crazy. Dude, and I came from a small town, so I'm like, is this normal? Jeez, dude, it was insane. I was like, this cannot be normal. And she told me some wild things too. Yeah, that was... I'll tell that story later on, some other day, because I haven't gone back, but I might want to. But that place, like when I walked into it, I was like, oh, this is not going to be an experience that's for me. It looked like a voodoo shop. It smelled like substances. And yeah, I was not ready for it. Anyway, back to this guy touching himself. Did they hit him? There's no shot. Oh no, they missed. Dude, slowed down so fast.
After immobilizing the man,
What happened?
arrived and they successfully detained the suspect. But shortly after getting him off the ground, the man attempted to flee from the officer, not just once, but on multiple occasions.
Bro, why are you touching yourself in a public place? Like, especially nowadays. Like, bro, start an OnlyFans or something. Like, come on. We have the internet. You can do that legally and get paid. You just need good advertising.
Turn over onto your stomach. Now. Stay right there. 92268 West Palm. One detained. It's a black male. I'm gonna be down by the grocery entrance. Dude. And you start a supervisor for a tasing. What is wrong with you, Kevin?
Dude, I want to be handcuffed on the ground and then just this dude is like just roasting the shit out of me like, bro, you suck.
You know me?
I don't have the moral capabilities to fully say how are people like this when my brain goes wild. I can at least say I have the decency. That's wrong. I mean, yeah, and that's the difference, okay? Like, people, like, I saw a TikTok about this recently, where, like, people are like, oh, my intrusive thoughts won. It's like, no, your intrusive thoughts is not cutting your hair. Like, people have crazy thoughts. Like, oh my gosh, we studied OCD one day, and I feel so bad for those people. Like, there's people who, like, are afraid to hug their sibling because they're like, what if these bad thoughts take over and I do something to them? And, like, they don't want those thoughts. So, like, I don't know. To me, they're not a bad person. It's about your intentions. Do you want to do something that's beneficial for others, or do you not? And, like, touching yourself in front of people obviously is not.
Stand up. I did. Can you grab that, sir? Stop. Stop.
Bro. Are you walking him back to Walmart? That's insane.
The suspect will be temporarily
Or, oh, the police car's way back.
Walmart in-store police station for questioning. During the walk, the officer explained to the suspect why he's being arrested.
Well, man, I was trying to talk to you and have you leave the store. Why? Because you off.
That's insane.
But now, you're going to jail.
He wasn't before?
Fleeing, lewd and lascivious behavior.
I was leaving.
Listen, you already went to jail.
That's like the same vibes as like, I wasn't trying to make a threat to your life. I was just handing you my wallet very fast after reaching at my hip for a suspicious time.
We'll get it. No, you're not. Somebody go pick it up my phone.
Let's go. We're gonna get your phone. Get inside.
Have a seat.
I feel like if you're a police officer and you have to go to Walmart, you know it's gonna be a bad day. Like, you know it's gonna suck. Oh my gosh, mobile game ad, really? Do you know they do a psychological trick where they intentionally play it badly so you're like, I can do this better? I love that. That's so smart.
The officers had to hold him down several times as he kept on refusing to remain seated.
Ad companies.
Listen, you need to stay. You need to
Crazy.
I asked him to bring some water, okay? You're making this work. Wait, stop. All right, stop.
You stop.
I hate the like really like, you know, bad acting in them. That pisses me off. It's the same vibes as like, we're in a bathtub.
We're getting it.
Can I get that water right there? Please. Can I get some water, please?
They're bringing the water.
Damn, man. Stop pushing me.
Stop moving.
I'm not doing nothing.
Stay seated.
Yeah, it's like, would you rather take $80 bajillion or lose a life? And they're like, let's lose a life. Bro, this guy's pissing me off.
Okay, can I get some water, please?
Dude, bro was complaining for like 30 minutes, bro.
Sit up.
As a consequence of his actions, the suspect was charged with lewd and lascivious behavior, resisting, giving a false name, and simple
The
battery.
fuck's lascivious?
2023,
Such a big word.
2 reports about a man
Lascivious.
including an underage girl, while in line for the Raptor roller coaster at an amusement park.
Oh, it's the desire. Lewd. Yeah, I don't know why they added two things for the same thing.
The body cam footage shows Sandusky police officers waiting for people to come out of the Raptor ride to confront the man, identified as 30-year-old Wesley Crows. The police immediately spotted Crows after the ride and stopped him for questioning.
Yeah.
I have one with me right now, just advise if it's not the right one. Alright. So were you involved in an altercation downstairs? Yeah. So no kind of fight, anything like that going on? Okay. Okay. Well, I can see that. So do you know why I'm speaking with you at all? Did you have any kind of disagreement with somebody? Any kind of confrontation? Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
Oh.
Appreciate it. You said you were not involved in any kind of altercation downstairs? No? Okay. Okay.
She said, nah, he's Kevin.
Whatever happened down there, I mean, I wasn't there to see it, but yeah, listen, whatever happened down there, I wasn't there to see it, but they don't...
These workers are like listening in so intently. Like nothing happens during these kinds of jobs. I remember one time working at retail, somebody fainted, and we talked about it for like the next month. How boring these jobs are.
When the man confronted Crows, the suspect allegedly punched him in the nose. Additionally,
Ooh.
the man's girlfriend also reported that Crows pressed and rubbed his buttocks up against hers.
What? Why? Why'd he go butt to butt? Is that a thing? I guess I'm not that kinky. Bro.
He's in custody. Are they gonna come get him, or do they want to relay?
I guess that's the thing. Yeah, I feel bad for that. Like, dude, getting punched in the face is gonna suck, dude. There's always bigger fish.
The couple did not wish to press charges, but the
He was trying to compare the sizes.
arrested Crows for an outstanding warrant they discovered during the investigation. The warrant was issued in Richland County.
Bro,
Another complaint would
you
come
can't be going butt to butt when you got a warrant out. That's reserved for non-warranted people. They don't want to press charges, but also you're going to jail because there's a warrant.
The warrant for
Dangerous drugs. You know what? Makes sense.
drug-related charge where Crows failed to appear for sentencing.
We gotta go speak to the judge. For real? Huh. Warrant's a warrant, dude. I don't work for Richland County.
That's made up right there.
That's fake.
No, it said it's the warrant is failure to appear for dangerous drugs. So did you skip a court date?
No.
This guy right here looks like half of my high school.
Tell the judge about it. I don't know, man. I'm not from.
Like, this is a Gen Z person pretending to be a cop.
Crows was questioned about his warrant.
Who else did you count with? My buddy, my cousin, his girl. Did you drive or did they drive? No, they drove. They drove. So they have a way home and everything.
This guy gives such dad energy. Like, if he said he was disappointed in me, I would cry.
Go to Erie County and Richland County's gonna come get you tomorrow. Because we're not driving you all the way down there, so Richland County's gonna come pick you up. So I'll speak to the lieutenant when she gets back here with the car, and we'll see what we want to do with that. But if at a bare minimum, you'll be able to call somebody when you get to the county.
Well,
Okay?
I mean, I shouldn't have to go to a county.
Dude, you got a warrant. You're going to the county. That's how it works.
In a turn of events, police later charged Crows with sexual imposition when they received a second complaint, this time coming from a 16-year-old victim who filed the charge. The 16-year-old and her mother reported that Crows came up from behind the girl and placed his hand between her legs and touched
Bro.
the private region outside her clothes while she was in line for the raptor. The police report indicated that the girl had taken a photo of Crows when he was in line. Crows, who was initially arrested for an
Bro.
warrant, was charged with sexual imposition.
You're out there trying to, like, ride the raptor, and now you got the freaking predator on you? That's insane. Okay. I do really want to keep streaming, but I know I need to stop. Because it is like 9 and I still haven't eaten. But thank you so much. You guys made my first stream so nice. I would love to see. I'll definitely keep doing this. Love having you in here. Hope you had fun. Yeah. I don't know how to rate on YouTube. Yeah. I'll make sure to eat. Next time I'll have thigh cam again. Thank you guys so much. I'll definitely remember you guys. And I'll probably stream sometime again this week if you want to stop by. No pressure. Had a lot of fun hanging out with you. Yeah. Bye. Have a good one. I'll try doing that ASMR thing. Yeah. I don't have an ending stream, so we're just gonna cut abruptly.